That's what walks with the hood. Paranormal, baby. That's how we doing it. Paranormal hood. Paranormal.
Outer space, we're gonna take you all over the place. So sit back and enjoy the ride, because this is Paranormal Hood Live.
$20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Alright, what's Hood Hoodies? Welcome to Thursday night. This is Paranormal Hood Live. We are live and direct in the Garden of Knowledge Studios. I am your host, Jiggy.
Hold on, I don't got a microphone. I'm Smoke King.
Metaphor here.
And we're riding out, folks. Another Thursday here. You know how we do every Thursday night. We come and bring you our latest and greatest and hardest part of the paranormal talk that we can find. I told you every other day feels like Thursday. I feel like the day before yesterday was Thursday, and we're back here. We're ready to do it again. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Get ready to ride out and have some fun doing our brand of paranormal talk. And I got to tell you folks, or folks who didn't know the flyer, some folks just kind of tune in because it's what you do every Thursday night. You might not know, and you still don't know what we were doing last night. But tonight, you could find out. I'll tell you folks, it was a good night last night. We had a lot of fun. We'll talk a little bit about what we're doing. Then you'll be able to find out where you can actually tune in to see exactly what happened last night. It was a fun, incredible night. We got to do some investigations, some filming and stuff like that. So we'll kind of fill you in. Hopefully our guest, Mr. Willie Mike, will be able to join us. He's possibly in transit. You know, the man's all over the place. But he joined us last night and had a hell of an investigation with us. Number 2 under his belt. So he's getting better at it too. So hopefully he'll be able to chime in and give you his talk and his take on some of what he experienced last night and some of what went down. Because I got to tell you, there were some folks who didn't leave the same way. Paranormal investigating ain't for everybody. So you'll get to hear exactly what went on. And it was fun. And it was cool. And it was happening. And I also just want to take the time real quick to thank everybody down at Ocean State Paracon, Ken DaCosta, Rise Up Paranormal and everything. Last weekend I was down there hosting Ocean State Paracon 2018. Great event. They reached their goal and then some always for their charity. So it's a great event. And Jiggy got to have some fun, catch up with some para friends, make some new friends too. It's pretty cool. You know, met some people. Even came down from a gentleman came down from Canada. People come from, you know, all over the world, different places to some of these events. So it's awesome to link up with old people, not old people, but old friends. Andrea Perrin, Joe Chan. I mean, the list goes on. Oh my goodness, it was just fun. Netta, you were there.
Yes, I was.
You and Crazy Church, so shout out to her too. Came down, gave some support. No, I'm saying, you know, it's dope to have some support down there. You know what I'm saying? See some friendly faces. Because, like, I open up the thing every, you know, when I'm down every year, and I usually start talking, like, how many people know who I am? Like 2 hands. I'm like, oh, thanks to the 2 of you. You know what I'm saying? So, it's fair. I mean, but it's awesome because, like, again, that's what I like about these events. That's why I go to these events, because it kind of, it broadens not even who gets to kind of know who we are, but I get to make new friends and find out different things and where people are coming from and what they think about all this paranormal stuff. So events like that are actually really, really cool, and I enjoy them, especially when they're in our backyard. You know what I'm saying? Not that far to get to. So as always, it was a phenomenal weekend, and I just can't wait for 2019. So let me talk a little bit about that later too, just kind of some of the stuff that was going on, whatever, and just to give you a little backdrop. But again, it's what I do. It's what we do. We try to catch the paranormal events that we can and link up with people. So if you have an event going on you know about, I don't always hear about all the events that are around here. I don't mind even them just being in New England. Doesn't necessarily have to be in Massachusetts, because, you know, Connecticut's accessible, Rhode Island's accessible, New Hampshire. I'm not going too far, but if you have an event going on you know about and I don't know about it, hit me up. Let me know. Help a brother out so I know where I can go to make some more para friends. You know what I'm saying? What's up to Ryan Will Height in the chat? I want to tell anybody, if you are listening on blogs or any other way, but you really want to be a part of the show and have a better interactive experience, head on over to our YouTube channel, Paranormal Hood Live Radio, and you'll see the live stream. You also see a really cool chat. The chat there is always happening. It's a great place to kind of talk to the folks who are in there and share your thoughts, ideas, and everything on this paranormal shit. Maybe be able to reach us, because sometimes we try to check it and be interactive and have conversations and stuff with you based on some of the stuff we see in the chat. So be sure to go over there, and if you're there now and you've never been here before, make sure you subscribe so you know we go live, because we do live stuff all the motherfucking time. You feel me? Alright? I'm gonna throw some smoke in the air. We gonna get this party started. You feel me? I'm gonna do something a little reverse real quick. I'm actually gonna play one song, just give us a chance to kind of acclimate. We're tired, man. I'm telling you, it was brutal last night. Like, I don't know how much sleep. I know he hasn't probably gotten much sleep. I know I've gotten a little bit of sleep. I don't know what kind of sleep she got. Wiz got.
There was sleep involved.
Because I mean, yeah, pretty much we left. Like, the sun was coming up, and motherfuckers was riding.
Yeah, you got to sleep while I was driving.
Yeah, she did. I was awake. Like, these motherfuckers, like, the kids and shit.
I don't sleep. I'll skip my download.
I love how she always talk about she don't sleep and shit, but she be snoring and shit all up in here and everything. I ain't sleep. That's just my nostrils. They just exercising themselves, making some motherfucking noise. Get the fuck out of here with that. You sleeping, just own it. You and Wiz, the youngest motherfucker in the team. This dude is 21 years old. Get in the car. Like, you know how babies get in the car and they go right to sleep and shit? Like, you should take babies in the car so you make them motherfuckers go to sleep, because you know they got in the car, it's chill, or you can put them on like the dryer and shit. That was Wiz. That motherfucker hit the car at 21 years old. Really? Come on, man. Get your energy up. I'm 48 and I was riding out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cool K up in Canada. Good to see you, Cool K. Acid Head. Trying to shout everybody else we go along. Alright, folks, so yeah, I'm going to play a quick song, then we're going to come back, we're going to hit you with the news, get the show started right. Tonight's another one of those great nights, kind of interactive. We'll be talking about where we investigate what's going on. Maybe you've been there, maybe you have some backdrops, some stories, some questions. You know, you're always welcome to be a part of the conversation. All you have to do is call 563-999-3033. Jump in that call queue and then press 1. Just don't fall asleep, because we will call you out. We will click on your shit, and then when we hear you sleeping live, okay? So do that shit and get hit. All right, folks? So don't go too far. We'll be back. This is Paranormal Hood. You know how we do.
Look at me, I'm the one that you came for. I'm everything you ever wanted, no change though. I'm the cheddar, the cream, the guap and the cream, the bread and the butter, but man make the dough. I'm the reason niggas kill folk and make the lies that you call true. I'm the reason why they call troops and drop bombs on the land till they call truce. I'm the false truth. The American dream ain't nothing it seems until you believe and make me your king. Be slaved by me and these shackles are free. And they got diamonds, man, look how they bling. I'm the reason why they rap and the reason why they sing. And why niggas told gas just to jack everything. I'm your purpose for living, forget everything but my lies are our truth. Their lies are truth. If you catch us in the lie, wanna ride, I provide you with truth. Just listen to the lies are our truth. Their lies are true. Are you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? I got my eye on you too, making sure you brainwashed through the YouTube. I'ma get your kids lost in the most views, show them how I boss move, trying to fit in God's shoes. Spitting bars, no lawsuit, but when the consequences are watch it all fall down till the goat don't move. As the violence ensues, I broadcast it all on the news and tell you there's no choice but lose. And tell you there's no voice but that of my own. If you value your own, stay quiet or get silenced like phones. I am all in your home, I control what you do, what you buy and consume. I make truth out of lies, and if you don't comply, I send Jacqueline Hyde to make sure that you die. Their lies are true. Their lies are true. If you catch us in the lie, wanna ride, I provide you with truth. Just listen to the lies. Their lies are true. Their lies are true. Why you waiting for God to decide and finally realize truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? Say goodbye to everything you knew. You're now faced with the demon in you. I'm the evil that you try to hide. Those thoughts are suicide, homicide, genocide. I'm hated, it's more masochistic. Hades couldn't fathom this shit. I'm the reason why grip exists, bitch. Put me in the room with the purists. Betty coming out like Judas. Show me all the truth and I shoot it. Put holes in the honest man movement, cause the honest man stupid, yeah, the honest man useless. Ain't no money in the truth, and the love of money is my root. So as long as you dummies stay hungry for the bread like seagulls, I'ma spread evil on the wings of an eagle. I used to be arrows and olives, now it's money and power. I took heroes and scholars and turned them to villains and martyrs. I'm a limitless author. Watch you paint a pic so sick for the blood of your kin and the tears of revenge. Watch my masterpiece unfold in the end. Here, you can see it better if you sitting on these rims. And I'll give you all of this money so you can have all of the influence. And I'll think it's all just so funny cause I gave you the truth. Now look what you do with it. Exactly what I wanted. Keep fighting, hoping eventually it'll mean something. Cause when it's all said and done with, I'll remain to do the same to the next generation of lames that can't love. Their lies are truth. Their lies are our truth. If you conscious and alive on a ride, I'll provide you with truth. Just listen to the lies. Their lies are our truth. Their lies are truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? How you living is a lie. What you dreaming is a lie. What is best, how you dress, the power is sex. Even every choice you did, the false pretest. Because their lies are our truth. Their lies are truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie?
Their God died. You see, and this is also a plot on them. These are our humans. And I say we all belong to each other. But our smartest people watch their greatest dream of finding an external God die. They've become death, destroyer of worlds.
Yo, these guys want Hollywood. All I want is that real shit. I put the game on silent mode, so all I see is that real shit. I'm full circle, all degrees, full spectrum. All I need is a womb and a full moon, full bloom. I run right through that sunlight to the realm of the unbegotten. No light, like everything came from black. This is the alchemy, now you can see it. I brought it up out of me. Now you can feel it, my vibrationality. Taurus and Scorpio, Venus and Mars. I am the voice of the galaxy. I speak and create my reality. I am on fire, that water is burning inside of my eye. Everything audibly turning inside of my mind, converted to time. Now you can see how I see it. I know that seeing is believing. Soon as I made the incision inside of myself, made a decision to fly. Open your mind. All they gon' say is I'm tripping by how I deliver vibrational light. All they gon' say is I'm missing by how I position these thoughts in my mind. All they gon' say is I'm missing by how I be saying I never could die. All they gon' say is I'm tripping, now watch how I light up the earth with my eye.
Because they are in the box. See, this is what happens with religion. And when you take on religious structures, religion is designed to make the person predictable. To make the person so that when something occurs, they already know what 80% of the people are going to do. They're not going to do nothing. They're not going to kill nothing and let nothing die. They're not going to even protect their own. They're going to stick their heads into the sand. That's what it teaches them to do in the book. They're just going to turn the other cheek. So we got that. See, that's how they think.
I feel I'm in the zone, can you roll back? Time zones can't unfold that. Feeling my spine right tied to my mind. The light laid lines along a towpath. Now I'm feeling so good that it's so bad. I tried dying once, but I came back. These infinite minds creating infinite times. I start trekking like a nomad. Now it's looking like glyphs on my notepad. Feelings that I never knew I had. Coming from this vision, the alternated dimension said he's stacking up this rhythm for this long path. Now I'm feeling alright when I'm up all night trying to work out this lost math. Reroute my star map. Elevated thoughts, but I'm feeling like a psychopath. Now tell me where all my psychos at. The ones that are ready to fight them back. Take back the lies, break the trance. Reveal the truth to the youth so they stand a chance. Now I know there's a lot that I don't understand, but the least I can say is that I gave a damn. And I made a plan. Up uplift every single woman and man to where they understand there's a God inside waiting to take command. Breaking down this goddamn, I said breaking down that goddamn. I know that you can feel it, I can feel it in me. It's that burning feeling of wanting to be free, wanting to be supreme. SOTOVIM, true to the youth, so they stand a chance and I'm gone.
This is just not the time for you to listen to some deep information, maybe smoke a spliff or something, and then chill out on it before you go to work on Monday. This is about getting you out of the matrix. This is about taking you to an entirely different scope of your existence so you can really assist those that are around you. This is about clearing up your biorhythm, your lineage, because of the situation that I'm about to explain. You'll see that everyone is lost.
Yeah, Draconi is right in the 6. I'm the dog who's holding the 9. Surprised to see the Supremes. We dissolving the fabric of time. 241, 241. Evolution is started, creation is done. All that is left is to waken the max. Your world's on fire, life will rise from the ash. When a million wake up, when a millie wake up, the American dream will no longer be for the travels ahead. Need no man to sleep. The story before was shackles and sheep. Be feeling myself through the shallow and deep. Reaching for heaven, I'm too dumb to see. I was reaching for something that lies within me. To say that I'm great is something these niggas hate. I say I'm God and they can never relate. I mean, it's not that I'm better, I just know what I ain't. And the perception of yourself, my nigga, never equates. That's cause perception itself has been altered and changed. Just for example, you don't see that you're slaves. You believe you are free cause you don't see any change. But ever since birth they've been caging our brains.
Y'all be going on vacation? See, the thing is, if you about to be up out this bitch, check it. Deep Delta. We be flying all over this bitch. Let me ask you something. You finna raise up and get your travel on? From the interior to the exterior. You've got to get your posterior in one of these big-ass planes. Dog, you lay in the cut straight sitting on your ass and getting your drink on and your snack on while we floss and fly this mofo all over this bitch. East Coast, West Coast, it don't matter. Nia, we'll get you to your hoe and back lickety-splits. No Then you be back at your crib chilling with a flat spliff, thinking we was some crazy-ass angel. Hell, these fat, round, thick-ass vessels run up in the sky so deep, it be crying. Yeah, you thought it was rain. So bring a towel, cause at Delta, it's laid out like that. Call one of these fly-ass Delta coochies, and make all them punk-ass co-workers of yours catch the vapors as you be off and about. You going? We fly you there. You been? We done already flew up in there. We got you covered like a Jimmy hat. At Delta, we loves us some flying, and it be showing like a motherfucker.
What's up, paranormal junkies? Willie Michael here. And when I'm not teaching people how to raise their consciousness, I'm tuned in to ParanormalHooD Radio. Namaste.
It wasn't supposed to be there, I know that. I don't know if it was top secret technology or something else.
Welcome, foolish mortals.
Alright, hoodies, we're back. We're to take a quick break. This is ParanormalHooD Live. We're live and direct in the Garden of Knowledge Studios. This is Jiggy, your host.
I'm Smoke King.
Metaphor here.
Metaphor got a guest next to her, but we ain't gonna call him out, but you know what I'm saying? He's chilling. She's all happy and smiling and glowing and shit. This motherfucker look like Trevor Noah, though. I'm gonna tell you all this shit, though, right? I looked at this like, Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah in the building, everybody.
Can you do an English accent? Can you do like a what? No, yes, it's not even English. He's South African. I don't know. How do you explain a South African accent? It sounds English to me. I don't know. It's kind of like British with a little colonial.
He's going to the UK with me. How do you spell his last name?
Noah, Noah. But yeah, he looks like Trevor Noah. So Trevor Noah's in the studio with us. We have a fake Trevor Noah in the studio. So. But yeah, we're riding out, folks.
What?
He's like, what? You look anything like me? You know, no one ever thinks anybody looks like them and shit. People get offended.
Really?
What's up, Chuck Ferraro? Welcome everybody in the chat. Like I said, folks, anybody listening anyway or just dealing with the show anyway with the our YouTube stream, I highly suggest you go over there, subscribe. It's a great place to chat, great place to watch us do what we do here in the studio. You get to watch us smoke weed, chill, and hand gestures and everything, and critique us. And sometimes people count the blunts and all kinds of shit. So feel free to head over there and be an intricate part of the show. So yes, folks, I don't know if Willie's going to get a chance to join us. Like I said, he's kind of in transit, but we can break it down. We can tell you a little bit about what's going on, what we was doing. We've been talking to you guys for a few months about upcoming stuff, filming and stuff, Vidi Space, the haunted space, where you're going to be actually have the true and all the Paranormal Hood experience, not radio, not us just sitting in the studio smoking weed and talking, but us actually out investigating some new and exciting places, some places that have been on the map, some things that kind of circumference what we're trying to do. We've stressed this from the very beginning that we're called Paranormal Hood, not Ghost Hood, not any of that type of shit, because we are not ghost hunters. We are not strictly one aspect of the paranormal. Over the past 5 years, you have literally heard us cover. Everything good?
No, you just killed my sound.
I don't know how I killed your sound. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's trapped under my leg. Sorry, I'm killing sound over here. Alright, well, Smoke King's adjusting his sound. But over the past 5 years, we've literally tried to cover every aspect of the paranormal we think, because literally this is a paranormal world. There's just not a topic that we haven't been able to really look at from some kind of paranormal angle, because everything is kind of abnormal. What's considered to be normal isn't really normal, all this type of shit. People tell you you're crazy, you're not crazy, maybe they're crazy. I don't know how it all works, but the whole world is paranormal, and we have literally tried to cover it all. So we set out, to do this. One, to be able to talk on the radio, to do the podcast. We wanted to be able to speak how we speak, do what we do, and just be us. And that was one of the things that over the years in trying to put the show out, it was hard, because most people want us to be something that we're not, and they want us to kind of do things a certain way. So I want to preface it that people have to understand this. We don't, we're not necessarily last night or necessarily all, we're not high and just running around smoking weed the whole time and shit like that. We're investigating. We take the stuff very, very serious, and we approach it, in our way. We have some equipment and stuff, but the equipment for us is kind of the backdrop. It's kind of the other aspect of it. Can some of it be helpful? I think so. Is it 100% absolute? Do we let that point us in every direction and to say this is 100% ghost because of that? No. I mean, especially last night experiences, which some of them we'll talk about, some of them you have to wait to see. There were some experiences that you don't need equipment for. You have incredible equipment in this brain of ours. We use it, and your eyes, your senses and stuff are incredible, and some shit just that happens, it's just, that's it. You need any equipment to do it. We know what we saw, we know what we heard. It's some of it you can't explain. Some of it's just some weird shit, and some of it just kept happening, like where the whole group literally, saw some shit that just all of us. I mean, when you're talking about a bunch of people sitting there and you're repeatedly watching it, some of it's probably on film. I know my camera didn't catch it because it was too fucking dark, but we had different kind of cameras, different kind of equipment, so different audio, everything. There'll be things that'll be picked up. So a lot of the audio and visual of this stuff is actually what's going to be kind of great. It's again not us sitting around with a spirit box waiting a spare, but we do have them. Again, I'm not knocking it. So we tried that stuff to see it didn't. For us, I don't think that that stuff really clicked last night. It wasn't like we were so. And this was the perfect place for it, because we're someplace that's desolate. There's not really power, and there's no electricity, and that's one of the things we like to do. So that's like Vermont and different areas is go off the grid. So this thing is off the grid. You're not in anything. So these things.
Don't lie. We were talking to Michael Jackson, Prince, everybody. David Bowie was there, and Tom Petty. We had them all. We dialed them up on the spirit box. We got the spirit box phone number and everything. We called them all up. We had everybody. It was a huge party out in the middle of the fucking woods there. I mean, all that.
Yep. Abraham Lincoln stopped by. Jimmy Dean. What did you say?
The Vampire Hunter?
Wow, you think that shit was real? You really think?
It wasn't?
Oh, it was? You think Abraham Lincoln was hunting vampires?
It's possible.
Hey, maybe that's what wars are really about.
Very cool.
They did make that shit look cool, though. You ain't fucking lying, though. Right? They did make that shit make you like, damn, if that motherfucker was hunting vampire, he's badass. Like, go Abe. You wanted Abe to be a badass like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Big old tall motherfucker out there like this. Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Doing his thing. But no, sorry. No, I don't think that was real. Okay.
I'm gonna start sweating him.
What? You sweating Abraham Lincoln now?
I'm not gonna sweat him.
What?
I'm not sweating him.
You need help if you start sweating Abraham Lincoln. He's dead too, you know what I'm saying? So now you can really meet him or anything. I mean, maybe you can go, hey, listen, talk to his ghost. There you go. You can have a ghost experience, and maybe he can come visit you in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? And chill with you.
No, I'm good.
Tickle your feet or something.
All right.
No? Tell you like a speech or some shit? You want to hear a speech?
No, I'm good.
No? Alright, cool. Yeah, but he's right. So we dialed up Prince there, but they all came out in the middle of the woods and party with us. Bigfoot showed up and shit, and Bigfoot was twerking and everything was horrible. Like, no one wanted to see Bigfoot.
Mothman, I'm telling you, everybody, you name it, we was there with them last night, you know, because that's how the paranormal works. You just get out of the spirit box and then all the spirits come. Start dialing them up from the spirit box phone book.
1-800-GHOST. Hi, can I speak to Whitney Houston, please? Yeah, no, that's not what we were doing. So again, the equipment was the backdrop for it. So the visuals, and I want to give a shout out to the police department down there. I'm not gonna say where yet, because they were very, very helpful. Like, we got to one spot and it was a cool spot, but then they're like, yeah, that's a cool spot, but y'all need to go try it down here. And where they told us to go was a gold mine.
I found where they told us to go. I told you we weren't where it was, and we had to keep going. Nick was right. You could keep going down further. When we go back, we're gonna go to this spot.
So it's another spot. See? Well, damn, there's
a lot of spots up in there, but I know the spot where because I went and I back and I looked and I was like, I know that's not it, because we didn't come to a clearing. We came to a fucking little thing that where they're talking about. It's a huge open field and shit, and yeah, it's crazy. And that's just from what I can see on a satellite view.
I know, because we didn't get to put the drone up or anything yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You can't wait?
Yeah, I want to play with it.
You want to play with the drone? No, it's not playing with it. You kind of put it up there and let it do its thing. It's not like a race car or some shit. You just want to race it around.
You're
everything.
taking pictures.
Huh?
Taking pictures.
Yeah, and video and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And you can fly. I mean, you can fly them. A lot of these drones now, you just kind of program them motherfuckers. They go up and do what you tell them to do. Them shits are smart as hell. Just don't make my mistake and get the little cheap ass drones. You know what I'm saying?
No
Just trying to test it
AI
out.
involved, is there?
No what?
No AI involved, is there?
I don't think they have it. There's no autonomous. Well, we don't have it. The government has autonomous drones and shit. They have those swarm drones that think together and work together collectively. Yeah, and they adapt and shit now. Yeah, just look up swarm drones. Them shits are no joke.
See? They done already started it.
Of course they started that shit. Terminator, not even Terminator. I mean, if you think about, I mean, not that I ever encourage war, because I hate the idea of war, but you'd rather see a bunch of fucking small ass drones go out there and get fucked up than human beings, you know what I'm saying, killing each other and stuff. So the idea that the wars will probably at some point be fought that way and be mostly technical, and the people just, I mean, that's what they're doing with the drones that they pretty much have now, the ones that fuck with the missiles and go blow shit up and everything.
A video game, make it about
that's what the preparation is. That's, if you think about the video games, if you play video games, that's already the preparation. It's already getting, because that's what they're literally doing. If you watch most of these drone pilots, they're sitting behind a screen with fucking joysticks and shit and everything and doing exactly what you do in video games. So it's it's programming your mind to be ready for that type of stuff. Where people gonna be sitting home doing everything. It's gonna be that movie with Bruce Willis and shit, where they had the symbiotes or whatever, and people just sat at home and the robots would go out and they looked surrogate. Thank you, and they looked all perfect, whatever you wanted to look like, and they could go do your wildest dreams and shit. Meanwhile, you motherfuckers are sitting at home just. They can't go out in daylight, because when they did go out, and the spoiler alert if you haven't seen fucking Surrogate by now, the movie's probably like 10 fucking years old anyways. If you haven't seen it, not my fucking fault. But by the when the thing goes down and all the people go outside, they're all like, oh my god, like something like shit, like they're vampires. You're like, because these motherfuckers have been sitting home rotting away. So that's exactly what they're preparing us for. That's the direction, is just for us to just get lazier and lazier, let somebody else do stuff, let somebody else do everything for you at this point. You can get anything fucking delivered pretty much. Amazon can pretty much deliver anything you need. And food, there's all these different things. You don't have to drive. You don't have to pretty much do anything anymore if you don't want to. That's the direction it's going in. And people are just going to sit home, and they'll probably have one world currency, and the currency will give you a certain percentage of money every month and just a little stipend or whatever. And you can sit home and get your little ration of exactly what you need and whatever. I think. At least that's what I said. What's up, JD? Good to see you. All right. Sorry, let's get back on track. So, should we just say the area? We just want to talk about it. All right. So, if you don't, we look to, when we started thinking of places where we wanted to film and stuff like that, and kind of put some stuff out there. We wanted to begin in our own backyard. As I've also stressed over the years, when it comes to the paranormal, when it comes to all some crazy shit and everything like that, I don't think it gets any more paranormal, at least in this country, than it does here in Massachusetts. So many firsts, the first UFO sighting, New England period, the first UFO abduction on record here in Benny and Barney Hill up in Maine. There's so many different things that are first that happened here, and also just from the settlers who came here and the shit that they started doing and stuff like that. There's a lot of blood and a lot of destruction and anger and hurt and all kinds of shit that went on here in New England period. So, you know, I've done the Boston Commons, was like the very first place I've investigated, because I, growing up, used to go play in the Boston Commons and go fucking chill down there in the swan boats and everything, and thought it was the coolest place on earth. And once you become a paranormal investigator, start doing investigation and see some shit, you come to find out that that motherfucker, they used to hang people down there, and there's all these bodies and shit buried. So just one of those places where I began. But we were looking for something that again, we didn't want to start off with ghosts. We didn't want to have the first episode in what you get to see to be ghosts. So we wanted to find something that had a little bit of everything. So through our research and just with stuff that we've watched and seen over the years and met some of these people involved in like different documents and stuff like that, we decided to start the Bridgewater Triangle. Now, if you don't know anything about the Bridgewater Triangle, it's not obviously the Bermuda Triangle. There's different areas that they call the triangles.
It's way better than the Bermuda Triangle. It's like, I think it's one of the best triangles there is. There's a lot of different triangle areas where shit happens and stuff. The most famously known is the Bermuda Triangle, you know, but I don't think it's that spectacular, you know. I mean, it's a big area. Yeah. Some people have disappeared, but that's about it. That's all it's got going for it. Some people disappeared there. Now, where we went, a lot of shit goes down in the Bridgewater Triangle. A lot of shit.
It's a list, a laundry list of stuff. I mean, you can fuck ghosts will be the last on that list. I mean, everything from UFO sightings. Now, I've said this over the years, that on record, they've always said that the first UFO sighting was the Muddy River, which is our Charles River. I don't remember the fucking year, and I think they may even said it was George Washington, who did visit here, because he even went up to Prospect Hill, which we've also investigated and stuff. But that actually the Bridgewater Triangle be where the first UFO sighting did occur. And we're going to do a little bit more research just to make sure that's accurate, because I was given that information last night. I don't want to give out the wrong information, so I'll be looking at it by the time I had a chance to fucking sleep and do anything, okay? Fucking tired. Long day. But everything so that occult activity, serial killers, Bigfoot, pug witchies. If you don't know what those are, you might want to look those up. These are some little troll looking ass motherfuckers, some little Middle Earth looking Schmeagle kind of Gollum looking bastards and shit.
Mothman, Thunderbirds,
pterodactyls, condors.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just wasn't one of those words I heard. Yeah, people have talked about the bearded, redheaded man who just kind of walked in there. That sometimes people like their cars, and it didn't happen to us, that they just have these handprints on the back of their cars and randomly just show up and stuff. But they'll hear a tap on the back of they're sitting in their cars or driving along. So I mean, this area, and I mean that's just some of the lore. You know, this apparently, as the story was explained to me by Smoking, because I don't remember the whole story, that the natives basically sold the land.
Some of the natives sold the land. Well, they were convinced to sell the land to the,
strong arm
to the Europeans or whatever. So they sold out their own people, and they got screwed in the process and everything. So the other Indians cursed those bad Indians, and they cursed the European settlers and everything, and they just cursed this whole area of land and stuff. Now we were in the state forest area, and then there's the Hockomock swamp area, and then there's a lot of city and shit nowadays and stuff where people, Bridgewater's there taunting a whole bunch of cities and small towns and stuff around that. But we were in the Freetown State Forest area, which was a huge area, lots of forest, profile rock, and then there's Hockomock Swamp. And Hockomock literally means where the spirits rests. So obviously that's named by the natives, where the spirits rest. So there's got to be spirits there, whether they're evil spirits, good spirits, whatever kind of spirits there are. But they named that area after, Hockomock. That's what it means. If you look up, I forget which tribe, but I can't. I know the name.
The Wampanoag.
I don't know if it's the Wampanoag.
I thought maybe not. But I thought it was something Wampanoag had something to do with it. That could be wrong.
I'll have to look it up again. I can't remember it right now. I've slept for like 2.5 hours in the last 2 days. So, yeah. But yeah, so it was cursed, and then ever since back then, I mean, even the Indians knew though some of the land there. That's why they had the Huckamuck Swamp. Was, you know, don't go in this area. This area there is not, you know, this is spirits lie here, so people have gone in this area, built houses, done stuff, so they've disturbed the spirits. So things have been going on here for a long time. Again, I mean, the list there's over 10 different things that could possibly happen or be seen in this triangle. And then you got the Bermuda Triangle. Oh. Couple of planes disappeared. Maybe a boat or some shit. Oh, it's a big deal. Maybe somebody that's not disappearing on their boat. They saw a UFO there, but I mean, they didn't see Bigfoot. Bigfoot wasn't out there in his fucking rowboat like, yo, what's up? On the Bermuda Triangle, you know what I mean? Fuck Wedgie's fucking running on water and shit like that. Mothman's like, fuck, where's the land, man? I'm way the fuck out here. It doesn't happen in the Bermuda Triangle, so I don't know. I'm just saying, the Bridgewater Triangle there's way more going on there. If you want to fucking get into the paranormal and stuff like that, and you're all like, oh, let's go check out the Bermuda Triangle. Fuck that. Come to the Bridgewater Triangle.
Yes. As someone
the cops don't mind either.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the Freetown police.
I mean,
yeah, they were
cool,
fucking awesome.
Respectful and everything. You know what I mean? Don't go in. There's a lot of assholes that go up there. There's graffiti and stuff all
There's
over
fucking
this place.
broken bottles, liquor bottles, and shit. Just
trash
dumb,
everywhere and
shit.
stuff. The people go up, but if you're cool and stuff, the cops will be cool. They're like, yeah, just do what you want. You know, we'll make sure we don't ticket your cars and stuff. If you guys, you know, it was really cool. They're really cool. So you want to check out some paranormal stuff. I mean, we can't say everything that we saw because you gotta have to watch when it comes out and everything. But we did see and experience some of those things on the list.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
All on film. It's all caught. It's like I said. It's not some random shit. Like that was the one thing. We weren't the other equipment was kind of the backdrop for later. But this is like even earlier in the stuff. But just things that were going on with us in this fucking place. And this place is huge, and you have to have light. Like I mean, you can navigate it if you're smart enough to navigate a trail at night with, you know, no light, because people have obviously done that shit, but you have to know how to do that. But if it's these trees, I mean, I'm 6'4", these trees, you know, really, really tall trees, it's dense forest and stuff like that. There's plenty of trails through there, but you have to kind of stick to the trails, or again, you don't know how to navigate, some shit might happen. And you never know what might be out there in those woods. It's like walking around this stuff, you know, at night and everything. It was cool. Like, I didn't care about the light. We turn the lights out and just kind of chill and just learn it and kind of navigate and get your way around it. And the energy there is incredible. It could be cursed land, whatever they talked about. I didn't really feel anything negative. There was nothing that made me, I wouldn't say scared. Maybe nothing even startled me. I mean, just more things we're trying to explain, things we're trying to understand that are going on. But I didn't. Did you feel any of that negative? You know, because a lot of people talk about negative energy.
I didn't really feel negative energy anywhere near, like, around us or anything like that. It's more like there's like a residual of energy, maybe a little bit bouncing around in there, but it's not like overwhelming. It's more of it. It's really nice there. And that area where we were at, I know, so like Bridgewater and Taunton and stuff like that. When you go into the cities and stuff like that, it's not nice. But where we were out in the forest and stuff, like, we didn't go into the Huckamuck because we had a lot of rain here lately, and you don't want to be going around in a swamp, especially after heavy rains.
Yeah, get stuck up to your fucking neck in mud and shit.
You know, so we didn't go into there, but down in the forest area and stuff, like, it's nice. And like, there was one incident where I wouldn't say it was a negative energy, but you could feel the energy change, literally feel the change as we walked away from where we were to another place in the back, which we'll save some of that. But, you know, I wouldn't say it was a negative thing. It's just like you could feel a change.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. I didn't feel nothing. Well, I don't really scare like shit like that. Like I said, even like I said to the cop, because the cop, you know, most of the people are thinking like, how y'all doing that shit? Like, y'all crazy. And the cops are saying they don't go in there. Like, we don't want to go in there. We don't know parts of it. Like, you never checked it out. Nope. Like, y'all are crazy to go up in there. But I'm like, shit, what y'all do is scarier. Like, shit, the shit that goes on in real life, human beings do all the fucked up shit that I've seen. I haven't had a ghost shoot me or stab me or cut me or do anything crazy shit. So that's the stuff I'm not scared of. So when I go into these places, I go with an open mind. And I have gone places, I've said this throughout the years in my life, where you just don't feel your energy. Like, you just feel the negativity. You know, you kind of don't want to be there. You maybe shouldn't be there. But I didn't get that, like, at all. Like, you know, from the moment I walked in this place, it was just more exploring, trying to figure out you know, some of the energy that's there, like who was there, you know, what were they doing there, you know, there's some incredible areas there too, in all the middle of all these trees where there's just areas that are kind of carved out in rocks and stuff, and you just look up and the stars are incredible. Again, coming from the city, we don't get that kind of view, so you're somewhere away from all those lights, and man, like the stars.
I saw Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn last night.
And shooting stars.
And I saw 3 shooting stars, and it was a half-blood moon here, like, but the way that everything looked and stuff, when I watched that set, that was awesome. So, we got the half-blood moon.
Yeah, because he went someplace Jiggy wasn't going.
Yeah.
A little harder to navigate at night.
Even during the day, it's yeah, we had to climb up some rocks and stuff, and some cliffs and shit, and to get up onto that. But once you got up onto the top of this, it's just clear for miles and miles, because last night was perfectly clear. Like I said, I went up and down these cliffs, fuck, I don't even know, like 6 times.
I went halfway up the cliff,
checked everything out first, and then I went back down, and then I went up with somebody else, and I went back down, and I went up again, and I went back down. I think I did it 6 times altogether. I went up and down, like climbing up and stuff, so I had figured out a good, quick, little easy path, for the most part, so everybody just kind of followed me up and down.
Not me. I tried twice in 2 different angles,
it was crazy, but once you got up there, like I said, it was just sitting on rocks. There's trees around there, but you could just this clearing, and you could just see everything. And when we first got up there, and we saw the blood, because the moon set, we watched the moon rise while we were there. When we were going there, the moon was coming up, and then the moon set, like went down behind the horizon, and just before it did, you could see Mercury go down, and then the moon kind of going down, and then Venus went down, and then Jupiter was up there, and then Saturn, and then Mars was up all night. I mean, Mars was still in the sky when I went to bed this morning. Got home, went to sleep for like 2 hours. Fucking 5 o'clock this morning, man.
Yes, it was a whole lot of walking, a whole lot of investigating. Trust me, folks. We put some time in there. We weren't there for an hour and shit. We were there all night.
I mean, shit. I mean, I went up and down that thing 6 times. It probably takes at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes just to climb up. It's a good fucking, at least 20 minutes to get all the way up to the top of it and everything. And then back down. So, I mean, that's a long time we were there.
I went up the other rock on the other side.
But yeah, we just
the first rock.
Did you?
You don't remember that? The very first one we found, we were up there, and that's how he saw where the other rock was.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right
I went up that one. That was challenging enough. So yeah. No, I know my limitations.
Yeah, the rock we're talking about, it's called Profile Rock. You can look it up online and stuff. Is from certain angles and certain spots and stuff. That's why there's like a picnic table area, and people are like, oh, where's Profile Rock? Because it's dark, you can't really tell and stuff. But from that picnic table, when you turn back and you look like during the day, you can see it perfectly. It looks like an Indian chief, like the outline of his face and stuff with the headdress on and everything like that. And it's on the side of like these cliffs and rocks and stuff. And it's actually a cave underneath, like kind of like a little cave, little outlet, like a little sheltered area. So I mean, people have probably seek shelter there for thousands and thousands of years and stuff, because it is an area where you could stay dry enough during rain and whatever, and stay there for a little while. So again, the natives were all through that area and everything, but we had the flashlights, the lights on. I mean, we had good flashlights. I was trying to look. It's not carved. It's a natural formation, the way all these rocks and everything fell and stuff from the glaciers, whatever it was, and pushed it over. It's natural. There's only one man-made thing on there, and they've put a metal strap to kind of like, because you can see the cracks and everything in the rock, and where it's like it wants to slide down in the way, so they've kind of put a strap up there to keep the rock and keep it from falling away, because like the man in the mountain up in New Hampshire, that literally just fell off. The old man's face just fell off the mountain.
The old man got real old and shit. He was like, I'm done. I'm tired of being
the fuck off the mountain. So
fuck y'all, moving on.
Done that. They've done put a metal strap there, but other than that, I mean, couldn't see any chisel marks or anything to do it. Like I said, you can only see it from one side. When you go and look from the front, you're like, it's just some fucking rocks. If you're looking from the bottom too, you don't really see it from the bottom unless you're at the right angle at the bottom. You got to be kind of where there's this picnic table area on that opposite hill, about at the same height. When you look over from that, you can see it perfectly. So it's cool. And then one of the legends, which we didn't see this when we were there, is one of the stories is an Indian, or so there's a silhouette of a guy up there meditating, you know, sitting Indian style, lotus position, whatever. He's sitting there, and then people climb up, like, hey, what's going on? They climb up to go and see him and stuff, and they get up and they're like, where the fuck did he go? There's nobody here. There's no way he climbed down, you know.
Fast climber.
So they just see him, and then he just disappears. So maybe it's this Indian chief that's just faces and then the rocks or whatever it is. Who knows?
Who knows?
But we sat there because you climb up to that, and then you go a little bit higher to get to the actual top. And when we were sitting up there with Willie, we were sitting there for a long time. We were just kind of watching over there, watching the sky and stuff, looking for UFOs and everything, and just looking at the sky. But we kept on looking to see if we see anybody meditating and stuff. But I don't know if we were too close and stuff.
I didn't see nobody meditating.
Yeah.
I know. I felt like someone was watching
down the bottom. You know, we had a good group with us, so all around the area, watching everything. But we didn't see anything there. But we, you know, did see some stuff.
Definitely, a lot of good stuff caught on film, audio. Like just, I always felt like we were being watched. So
Yeah.
like it's like constantly you feel like it's
Surrounded.
like something's watching you and
Surrounded by sound.
Yeah.
And eyes that you couldn't see.
shit. Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
And this is the thing too, like it's in, you know, you'll hear the audio and stuff where you can, there's a point most of the time where there's just complete silence. There's nothing. So all the noises that you hear, you can clearly hear them. They just kind of stand out. They're not, you know.
That's weird. You don't hear any like nighttime stuff. We heard crickets sometimes,
But that was much later, right? Like a certain time.
and the crickets would stop sometimes too. Like right when we heard noise, it's like the crickets heard it too.
Yep.
And it would get dead quiet, like nothing.
Yeah.
And then they'd start up a little bit again and stuff. Hear a noise somewhere, and then they get quiet. But yeah, it was
Bats flying around, you know.
Bats were awesome. They would fly right down, right in front of the whole group and everything. Scooping up the bugs out there. When you're looking on the night vision camera,
Oh my gosh.
you might see, like, you know, when you're walking, you might see one bug or two bugs. You know, anybody out walking in the woods at night and stuff, you might see one or two bugs. But when you put on night vision goggles and you look down a trail, you just see bugs everywhere. It's just like a wall of bugs, and you're like, how come I don't see it? You're like, because they're really little tiny stuff. Like, I don't even know how the heat signals just pick up. I mean, it's enough heat for it to pick up.
No, they're orbs. What are you talking about? There was a whole bunch of orbs.
Yeah. But no, they're just bugs, and you take them down, and you're like, because they're right in front of your face, and you take them down, and you're like, I don't see these. What the fuck?
Where them bugs go? But yeah, those bugs everywhere, but you don't see them. They weren't that bad though either. Well, we had bug spray and everything too. We were prepared. We weren't prepared. Had my big walking stick.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, ticks and stuff out there.
Yeah.
Only got one.
You got
Not
a tick?
No,
Oh.
it was I think it was a mosquito.
Oh.
Mosquito.
You got a skeeter bite?
Just one.
Got bit by a skeeter. Yeah, no. Like I said, they were there, but even them, the bats must have been taking care of the ones for us, helping us out.
Good looking out, bats.
But that was weird, like when the crickets and stuff, and then they finally did, because there was a point I said it, like, you know, wow, I haven't heard anything. Like, there was no crickets, no nothing. And then,
super quiet.
Right, and then at a certain point, you start hearing them, and even them, like, we'd hear something, like, you hear that? And all of a sudden, the crickets would, crick, no cricketing. You're really quiet. Why aren't you cricketing, crickets? Just saying. Shit happens.
Probably like 20 minutes.
So, yeah, at some point, you know, you guys will get to see it. I hope you want to tune in and peep the visuals, see the place we went, and like I said, a lot of the stuff that we saw and heard kind of lines up with a lot of the legends and a lot of the stuff, the background to the place. That's what made it kind of cool. Like, it was like, all right, well, there is some legitimacy possibly to some of the stuff that people have talked about. I mean, I was asking, as always, for the UFOs to kind of dance and show up. They didn't do that, though. They didn't do that. I'm still waiting for the UFOs to show up and dance.
I did see something.
Is it on video?
No.
Okay, then it's not gonna help.
Did you tell anybody else in the group last night?
When you saw what you saw, did you say, "Hey, everybody, look up! I see something"?
Look at that shit, like everybody else did.
There was video going. There was video, but I don't know if he was looking at the sky with it. When I was holding my hands up and trying to do what I saw done on Saturday at Ocean State Paracon, by a very awesome lady, I was sending out love, and I was welcoming, and I was asking them to come closer. You know, I don't have that type of connection with them, but what I saw was like light orange arcs, like a one that went this way and then one that went this way, and it was they weren't connected, but I saw enough of them that it wasn't normal.
Hey, maybe it's. I said this too. Maybe the reason why everybody don't respond when aliens are out there, UFOs, everybody can't see them. Maybe some folks are tuned in. They're on a certain spectrum. Like the woman who saw the giants throwing fireballs over New York. She saw them. She sent us pictures. I didn't see it. I mean, the pictures were weird looking, but they just like they were out of focus and put through some filters or some shit. But I mean, maybe you did see a UFO. We just didn't see it, but you didn't tell us. Like, hey, look up. There's some arches and they look weird and shit. And
Well,
there's
I
orange.
could identify it. It was an orange arc.
Okay, but if you see
anybody else see this? Like, you heard people in the whole group all night long, like people like, hey, yo, you see that light over? Like we all stood there. For
we
it.
preach this constantly about communication. One, when you see something that's paranormal,
last night.
and then that's when you get everyone to kind of look. Then you get the cameras and stuff. Because if you would have said that, then all the cameras probably would have said, okay, let's focus that way. Like but no, why would we do that? Why would you say that? I mean, that wasn't the point of investigating too. I mean, yeah, okay.
That's great, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks, you're so helpful. See?
Maybe she was mesmerized.
She could have been. Maybe that's what it is too. I said that. Maybe they do that. Maybe there's an effect that they only want to contact certain people. Maybe sometimes that's they say, well, everybody can't see it. Maybe everybody can't see it.
But I can't make any ends or tails of what it was. It's like, if it was, I don't know which species, not species, but which race of alien it is.
I wasn't expecting to be like, oh, well, I was, I would hope too if they would have contacted you then, you'd have been telling us that they're talking to you, but you didn't do all that.
I
So.
had a birthday.
Okay. It's the DMT. It's the DMT. You know about the DMT?
They were orange arches, not yellow like you saw a McDonald's sign.
No, they were like
the golden arches were off in the distance somewhere.
It was like 180 degrees, but it started off light and then it opened up a little bit and then it started off light again. So they were turning like this, and this one on this side was appearing turning this way, and then they would appear and disappear.
Can you do an artist rendition of this? Because I'm not able to catch the visuals. I would hope that you could do this, and then we'd be able to share it with the world so that we would all know about the golden arches that you saw in the sky that you didn't share with us at the time. Were we present when this was going on? Were we present?
We were
orange.
You can't see any, like, with the second place, like the first place when we're on top of the rocks, you can see the cities and everything in the distance and lights and stuff and fucking cell towers and cars driving and stuff. But the second place where we were, you can't see. We're so far into the woods and stuff, you can't see car. You could hear once in a while, you could hear a car drive by off in the distance and stuff. Or
loud cars and motorcycles.
Like a motorcycle way in the distance. But we were so far the fuck in the woods, you can't see lights from houses. You can't see cars driving, that motorcycle drive by. You can't see it. You can hear it way off in the distance, or the cars and the big trucks and stuff sometimes. But you can't see any of that. So you can't, any lights we saw, they ain't coming from cars. They ain't coming from houses and shit like that.
And I saw them.
And there wasn't other people. There was nobody else out there because we drove all up and down. Well, he navigated that shit well. And then got out and we went off some of the trails in the middles and stuff.
It wasn't the cops fucking with us because these cops, when they showed up, they were going to wait at the gate for us to come. They were just going to sit there and wait until we all came out of the woods and stuff. We happened to just be walking down when they were getting there and stuff. Like, they were just all standing around waiting and stuff, and then they, here we come walking down and stuff. They would have waited for us because they don't have anything else to do out there. I mean, it's a small little fucking town. Most of it's a forest, They probably hang around right there anyway just to keep people away and stuff. But they weren't going to go up there and get us or anything. And the other place, if, like, we were there and they would have waited at that gate too until we came out of there too, or they would have just towed our cars and ticketed and shit. They won't go in there unless they absolutely have to. The cop was saying, like, if we get a caught, we got to go up there because somebody fell off the rock, something, you know what I mean? But otherwise, he's like, we'll stay right here.
Yeah, because it wasn't them fucking with us. They were off someplace else.
Yeah, so because they told us but we went to an area like kind of near where they told us to go, but that wasn't the area. Once I looked at the maps and stuff later on and what Nick was talking about and everything, there's another spot is further down the road and everything where we got to go and check that area out. So
I'll tell you what we can talk about because we didn't. That was the one time we didn't have the cameras. The one time because we're driving down this like path and stuff. It's like we're like down this dark road.
Maybe wait until we come back if it's like
we'll save that one because this is kind of interesting. So yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna
we can tell you this one because we fucking didn't get anything.
Of course,
we might have caught a little bit of the end of it, but
yeah,
we'll have to wait until we can freaking see the audio and stuff.
Yeah. So maybe something's on there. All right, yeah, we're going to take a quick break, folks. Don't go too far. You can roll something, smoke something, hit the head, get something to drink, get a sandwich, whatever you need to do, and then come back and ride with us. We still got some time in the last one segment. We're talking about our investigation of the Bridgewater Triangle. We'll be back, folks. This is Paranormal Hood.
This is my son.
Who's in the shadows? Who's ready to play? Are we the hunters or are we the prey? There's no surrender and there's no escape. Are we the hunters or are we the prey?
No surrender like I'm creeping on the come up. Light it up just like the 4th of summer. Doing magic like a sorcerer on them. Gust the wind, take away opponents. Time is precious, I ain't got a second. These ain't verses, these are constructions. 111 333 555. I get the message. They don't want no smoke, they don't want no static. Gotta want it more than they want you to have it. Walking through the madness, looking at the demons. So apocalyptic on this canvas. Prophesizing like a prophet, it's unreal. Ain't no use in using logic. There's nothing they can do to stop me. I'm about to take off in this ride.
Came down from the ninth dimension, no surrender. So we cut the tension, call me cinder from killer instinct. On my body goes a fire when I rap in the instinct. And nobody on this planet make a god surrender. Goes for any phony, any fake pretender. Transmute energy, I'm a form of bender. You can catch heat, I don't care who sent ya. Watch how I fuse every letter I use into a lyrical enlightenment. I pick and I choose, and every word I say I let it right into the music. Get you faster than lightning, I'm the rapping Zeus. Am I really Ares, the god of war? I am every human that is being and more. Who ready to play? Who be in the shadows? I'm the infinite creator. You ain't ready to battle, no Top 5 playlist, check Spotify. You doubt the job, you need not apply. Eye to eye, open wide. Fiber optic sight like binoculars, focus high. Disengage like a bodhisattva, that local consciousness, all goodbye. Even if one soul survivors on the road to righteousness, fine.
gotta scream it like alert, alert, spoil alert. Another track with another verse coming from the nether world. Got this body on a tether cord, portal on my back like a ninja sword. We at war, but the fog don't show what the conscious knows, so that I can't see where the mind won't go. Love is the absence of fear, befriended the demons, so angels stay near. Angles appear, shapes create prisms, and prisons of mirrors clash with the gods with this pen as a spear. Been through the hell without showing the fear. We implode what you holding so dear, exposing this flow to your ears. Fractals on fractals of focus so clear, dying so well that my living is weird. But you feeling is weird, but you feeling is here. Cause the truth is the truth, nigga. No matter what you call fact. And the fact of the matter is, I'm certain I'm mad on these tracks. Controlling the frequency as I vibrate so geniusly. It's just the free in me. Or maybe these shrooms gave birth to my truth through this womb. That's why I be getting high in my London fog. Popping shrooms, rolling line in my London fog. That's why I be getting high in my London fog. My London fog. Fucking London fog.
But it appears that the ancients were interested in the study of how to discriminate and discern which were the good angles coming in and which were the bad angles. In astrology, in astrology there are angles or angels, and the language of angels is astrology.
Yo, everything came from black, so we can put a halt to the races. The issue is awakening the mass population for removal of the faces. See, what you seeing is a matrix, so what you seeing is a womb with a full spectrum, bringing life when the ray hit. I can hear it like I'm hearing what my name is. I can feel it even running through my veins in. They made a maze for amazement. I took a prison and I turned it to a playpen. I am Christ in the flesh, fire in a fire-based body, pouring water on the earth when I air. It's all inside of me, what shall I ever compare? It's all surrounding me, what shall I ever draw near? They want me drowning, but fire and water put me in the air. All in that ether and gather as soon as I think and imagine it. They want me dead when I spit on this bitch, niggas rise up like Lazarus. That's fucking supreme, I'm programming dream while they talking that fabric. I will call audacious, revealing the faces on all of your savages. That's why I be getting high in my London fog. Popping shrooms, rolling lie in my London fog. That's why I be getting high in my London fog. Yeah, my London fog. Yeah, fucking London fog.
If you do the discipline to get your aura into a geometry where the pine cones can kiss, which means you need to avoid electrosmog. Basically, the electrical definition of sacred space is the only place where your aura can unpack. And it's correct to call that the awakening, because it's literally the further and further propagation of your field according to the laws of phase conjugation.
Here via an Rosen Bridge, distributing knowledge to the village. 5D, space frequency, pass through the tesseract, 3D biohack, time to regain the memories of the energies and frequencies. Go astral, then to the university, so we can learn how to manifest eternally. You are more powerful than you know. Just open your eyes.
Yeah, I went to the origins of this, connected my organs to planets, opened my forces with forces from planets, flow with the orbit to balance my zoomorphic canvas. I feel like a genius right now, I feel like I'm genius right now. It's bigger than Jesus right now. Fucking photons from the excess light to my third eye got me crystallized. Everything I visualize turned out. I be in this fucking prism like a symphony. Taste, color, make dreams in my crystal eye. Everything we ever learned was a lie. Marduk and Tiamat made we collide. Spaces and spaces, dimensions get taken to places where only the truth can survive. Faces get taken, erased and replaced, where the only intention is living to die. Tell me what's the ticket on the LB? I got 21 grams in the pentagram, sitting like an Indian. That's how I gather all my energies. I was in this motherfucking Rain Man tripping. Geometrices all dripping out my brainstem. AM, I woke from the sound of the sun. I am fire and light, fire and light.
And I will not die because music is life. I am eternal, I'm vibrating light. Must find that balance to center these talents, cause Cause once I imagine shit's dropping through twice, spitting this ether that burns through this creature, drop knowledge through ether with flames from your speakers. Cause when you look deeper and see past the preachers, turn the pews into bleachers, man, something ain't right. Yeah, in a God world, nigga, don't pray on me. I'm not looking for your savior for the remedy. I can't believe that another nigga saving me, especially when that same nigga was sleep during slavery. I ain't seen a saved nigga that was really free, nor a paid nigga struggle for a plate to eat. So when you enter this realm, just know that nothing's free. Frequency purge, feeling the burn. You know it's the fire within. A vibration turn, waters are poured. Now watch all my alchemy begin. I'ma mix a little feelings in this pen. Got some fresh blood and some shrooms for the tank. I'm about to write about the truth, like Coke was in the booth, and we taking this love to the bank. They say we part 8, I guess they just saying we saying. I'm no longer playing, you fresh off the worship, keep praising these corpses. I vibrate these organs, keep building this fortress I stay in. Infinite time, infinite rhyme, infinite life, infinite mind, infinite mind, infinite immortality and beyond. Whose I'm in, raw to the limitless.
Seen theoretically first, meaning in logic, that the space that time doesn't exist has to be the point of origin. And it's because we still will never have answers for where did the first thing come from.
They want me to believe my mind is a menace. If I don't choose to use it, how they try to program it like my head's a battle drive. It's from another planet. To label it a dud and place it below the standards. Now they're calling me a rebel, saying I just wouldn't understand it. It's above my way of thinking, too complex for the average. So run along now and have a sip of this cancer. And watch on television, pray to God for your answers. And keep yourself busy, make sure to pay these taxes. A little friendly minder, let you know who's swinging axes. Who's making up the brackets, devising all the distractions. Telling me to relax, I guess I'm just a bit too savage. With a sophisticated sense, the setting causing havoc. Rising up against the ones, the little shiny badges, the long black robes, the camouflage jackets, the red and blue ties, and the crooked Sunday matches. I guess I'm to the point where you can say I've had it. Now my mind's feeling erratic and tragic and full of static from the trash that these bastards is feeding us systematic for their own cinematics. And they fucked up social classes, wanna keep me in the dark, but my light is everlasting. And all I can see is the future reflecting in my glasses. So now is it time to rise up with the ashes and with the massive passion. I watch the system as it crashes.
So your point of origin it's not fixed, it's not static. Because if you didn't notice, if all the solutions that have been available on the planet, the major solutions like the religion, like the financial structure, and like if it was really, really potent, it would have changed everything. They give Nobel Peace Prizes away all the time, but there's no peace.
Close your eyes, take my hand, let's go on a ride. You'll be surprised, open your mind. I need you to heal, I want you to heal. Let me help you heal. I'm here to help you heal. Love will make you heal. Heal, heal. Reconnect with who you are. Matter made from perfect stars. That's you. Reconnect with who you are. Matter made from perfect stars. Close your eyes, take my hand, let's go on a ride. You'll be surprised, open your mind.
Is you ready? Let's go to the place where lovers go. You ain't gotta be involved, just in love with yourself, in love with the flow. Love life, You seeing geometric patterns to the scanner? About to let you in, better breathe, don't panic. Call me Mr. Deems, I specialize in healing. I'ma give you what you need. Probably cry, you probably laugh. Be like, what the fuck when I show you that advanced smile?
Cause I need you to heal. I want you to heal. Let me help you heal. I'm here to help you heal. Love will make you heal. Heal, heal. Reconnect with who you are. Matter made from perfect stars. That's you. Reconnect with who you are. Matter made from perfect stars. I'm here to help you heal. Love will make you heal. Heal, heal. Close your eyes.
We can wait till they both say whatever.
Take my hand. Let's go on a ride. You'll be surprised. Open your mind.
Peace and love, everybody out there. This is the Paranormal Hood.
9/11. What's up, Chris? Alright, folks, welcome back. This is Paranormal Hood Live. We're live and ever in the God and Knowledge Studio, coming back from a break, and I am your host, Jiggy.
I'm Smoke King.
Metaphor here.
What's up, Jace? I don't know if you're still there, if you went off to bed, but didn't get a chance to say hi to you in the chat when you spoke, so if you're out to listen, what's up, little man? Good to see you. We're back. I guess y'all waiting, huh? Y'all want to know what happened? Y'all anticipating?
Y'all gonna have to wait because we eating freeze pops right now.
You know, it's summertime, it's hot outside. I know y'all want to hear the story, but yeah, we'll
freeze pops.
Yeah, y'all just gotta wait a little
real,
yeah,
real organic fruit juice. Freeze
oh my gosh, it's potent, powerful stuff.
Delicious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Juice in the bag's never been so good.
Yes, give us a minute. We'll tell you the story about what happened.
I like this blunt up.
What's up, Jazz? Oh, you got the ball spray? You close to making the ball spray? That's awesome. We know when you perfect it. Okay. I like she already knows. She said she'd been in the lab. I don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all remember that conversation I had with her about lemon salt? Because no one knows what lemon salt is in this room but me. You know what lemon salt is? No, you're not Dominican, so you don't know. It's cool. Anyways, yeah. Alright, so let me know when you perfect the Jazz. But I'm going to finish this thing and then we'll talk about what happened when we were in the Bridgewater Triangle. And we didn't get on film. We don't tape, but maybe the end of it. But at the beginning of it. Oh, wait. Should we talk now? Should we tell them?
Oh,
You know? I don't think they really care. Y'all want to know? I mean, they're not really talking about it. They were before, but no one seems to care, so yeah, we'll wait. Okay. So we were driving. Well, let's set this up. We were driving down a dark road. The only lights were the lights from the headlight of the vehicle. We looked up into the tree line. And there was a light that we did not expect to see. The light was not that of the moon or of a star, It was not caused by the headlights of the vehicle of which we were traveling at a high rate of speed. So we stopped, and we looked out, and we looked above, and the light was still there. And as we got out of the vehicle and approached it, and looked at this light that was up in the tree, we realized it was probably like a bug zapper or some shit. I don't know why the fuck there's a bug zapper in the middle of the fucking woods. I don't know what the fuck this thing was, but it wasn't a light, but it was like, this shit like literally like someone climbed up a tree and put a big ass bug zapper up in the tree.
I mean, it's tall, but it only had an LED light in it, and so it's like a little solar LED light, so I don't know what the fuck. It's some kind of trap.
Yeah, and how did it get
But
up
it was
there?
shaped like a bug zapper, but
Yeah.
it wasn't zapping any bugs and shit, so.
How did it get up there?
I don't know how I got up there.
I don't know. Somebody
It's a
with a
mystery.
ladder and a bucket truck. I don't.
But wait, there's more. Y'all thought that was where you could just made y'all wait in suspense for it just to tell you some shit like that. That'd be fucked up, huh? I mean, that's not really paranormal. Still want to know why someone would put a bug zapper in the middle of the woods.
Why there's a fucking light in the middle? I mean,
Right.
the middle of the woods.
Up on the
We're
fucking
at
tree.
least a half mile to a mile in any direction from like a road or anything like that. This is in the middle of the woods. It's fucking solar light, fucking bug, fucking.
Just chilling.
Squirrel trap. Who the fuck knows what the fuck it was up in the thing?
But now hold on, let's set this up. Oh no, you can't hear the music. That's always right. I have headphones on. I have the suspenseful music playing, so everyone can hear the suspenseful music.
Okay.
As we stood there, examining the light from below. Yo, I don't know what the fuck was in that fucking tree line, okay? But all I know is we heard something. It wasn't on. This shit had to be on 2 feet because it wasn't. And whatever it was, that's the thing about it too. That shit moved
big.
so quick that shit was gone in like 2 seconds. Now, mind you, we didn't like it startled us in a sense because it was right, literally in front of us. Like whatever, it's literally in front of us, a few feet away from us, and you can hear it that clear. So we kind of took a step back. And I'm going for my mace and shit, because I don't know if it might have been a bear. I thought at first it might be a bear or some shit, because you don't know what you can run into out there. But this wasn't a bear, this wasn't a deer, it wasn't anything like that. But whatever the fuck was in that tree line, that shit got away. It was gone very quickly.
No, it wasn't gone. So it made the noise, it ran off, and we jumped back, and we were fucking like, whoa, what the fuck is that? And I know it wasn't charging at us, so I started going back forward. And I'm like, Will, camera, where the fuck are you? And Will comes out of the fucking thing trying to get the camera and shit, and you could hear it. It fucking ran away. It ran again. So I don't know if it ran away and it took off, because we would have heard it keep going, trampling through because this was fucking big. I think it just ran back far enough where like it's like, okay, I'm safe. It can't see me here or whatever behind this fucking tree or whatever, because you can't see fucking 5 feet into the woods. That's how thick it was and everything. I'm like, where the fuck's the machete and shit? And I'm like, fuck, it's going to take me a half hour to get 15, 20 feet into this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Because whatever he did, it was knocking down fucking trees, branches. It just moved. And the first time it probably ran at least 30 feet, then maybe 30 yards, whatever, and it stopped, because we stopped, I think. Like, it might have thought, I thought it was coming at us, and I think it thought we were going at it. So it went that when we went back, and I kind of like jogged backwards and shit. And then I was like, whoa, fucking camera! And as he was getting out and everything, it ran like probably, I don't know, another 30, 40 fucking feet, 40 yards or something like that, and then it stopped again. And I think Will got this part of the second thing because he was out of the camera and he was trying to get it on, so it probably got sound. He didn't get it up to, focus on anything or whatever, but he might have gotten the camera on and stuff in time that it may have been recording some of the audio. We haven't gone back. I mean, we got fucking 8 hours of fucking audios and fucking camera footage to go through and shit. So
You have to wonder too, was that motherfucker like sitting there looking at that light?
And I was, like I said, we were walking around, we were trying to figure out, is there a little trail, like, a little trail that he's on or something and everything. I don't know. Was he looking at that light? Was he going to climb up the tree and see if fucking something was in the trap and eat it? I don't fucking know what the fuck it was or who it was. It wasn't a person because it was way too big.
Yeah.
And to move through the woods like that, the brush that thick and everything, like he would have been all fucked up. If, like I said, if I ran in after it, I would have come out and I would have fucking like scratches all over me and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
And shit, I'm tall. I'd have been all fucked up. Shit. Well, yeah, I don't know. That motherfucker was probably sitting there. We pulled up on it as it was probably sitting there looking at that light too. Like, what the fuck is this doing in the middle of the woods? And I said, oh shit, who these humans? What are they doing here? That shit was insane. Who knows what else?
I think once we got close enough too, because it had to have been right on the other, like, because we were on the road, and the light's right here on a tree, and whatever it was, we had to have been on the back side of the tree in the woods right there, because we got to the tree and we're looking at the fucking flashlight. I'm looking because there's some shit like ropes hanging from it, so I don't know if it's what it is. They can pull it up and down, but it's not hooked to any electricity or anything like that. It's got to be solar fucking LED light and shit. We're looking, and all of a sudden we have, and it sounded like it was coming at us, and that's why I was like going backwards, and I'm like, what the fuck is this coming at me? And it stopped, and I was like, all right, cool. And I'm looking, I didn't see anything, so nothing came running out of the woods. I was like, it's running the other way right now, and that's on. Get the fucking camera, let's try and get in here somehow. And we couldn't. It's fucking too much. I mean, the rush in there, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year with everything's growing up, all the weeds, everything. You can't see anything, you can't do anything going in there.
Nope. We would have, we could have.
Is that it wasn't a deer, because deer stick to deer trails and stuff like that, because we were trying to look in there and see if there's any, like, a deer trail. But it wasn't on no trail. I mean, this thing was snapping fucking branches and shit, and fucking might have pushed little fucking things down out of the way. Whatever it was big. Wasn't on two legs. I've heard deer running through the woods and stuff at night. I used to hunt and everything. Been out in the woods hunting at night. Heard deer, seen deer running through the woods at night and stuff. That wasn't a fucking deer. It wasn't a coyote, because the coyote wouldn't have fucking ran away from us. And it would have made noise. It would have been growling and shit. Because I've encountered coyotes before. In the woods.
Yeah, but the coyotes aren't going to be snapping those fucking big ass. Like, yeah, exactly. That shit sounds like, I mean, like crack.
You could hear it was two steps, and you could hear something moving, fucking trying to like move branches and shit the fuck out of its way. Like whatever it was, it might have been on, and it saw our headlights, and it went into the woods. We just didn't see it far enough up, you know, in our vision and stuff, and it ducked. It just happened to be by this light. I don't fucking know. And it just ducked into the woods, and then when we got out, it was like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of here. But if it just stood still when we were there and we just looked at the light and shit, we wouldn't
have known it was there.
We wouldn't even fucking known it was there. We had no clue it was there until it moved, and it started making and it made a lot of fucking noise. Whatever it was big. Again, it couldn't have been a bear. I don't know if there's bears in that area right now. Anyway, it's not a coyote. Again, a coyote would have been growling and fucking making noise and shit and saying, yo, I'm here. You don't want to come near me. Whatever it was, it didn't want to fucking know that we were there. And again, it wasn't a deer, because it was something that you could clearly make out 2 feet. Deers, the way they run through the woods and stuff like that, like, they got little tiny hooves and shit. These fucking feet.
Breaking some big ass fucking.
The windows were up, I think, in the Jeep, right? What matter? You guys could hear it inside the Jeep.
I heard it inside the Jeep. That's how loud it was. The driver's side window was open, but my passenger side window was closed. But she was to the passenger side. That was to the side where everything was. Yep.
It was.
It was crunchy.
I don't know if it was some homeless guy out there in the woods or something, maybe. That's his little fucking squirrel trap. He catches his food. I don't know what the fuck it is. But it wasn't like an animal. It couldn't have been an animal. So, it was definitely interesting. I wanted to I wish we could have gotten in there.
Well, we couldn't. We never know what it was. Maybe someone's on that camera. Who knows? I don't know
follow
what the fuck
up
that
and
was.
see if there's a footprint in there.
Huh?
More than one.
And they have the fucking the thermal cameras, because we were just trying to. At that point, Willie and the drive, they went to go and get something at the gas station after we left Profile Rock. So we're like, well, let's just circle around, because you can see on the trail maps and stuff. And the cops gave us permission. They're like, yeah, go drive around, do whatever.
He told us where to go. He's like, yeah, go these roads, circle around.
They all circle around back to the same place and stuff. He's like, he's like, yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go do whatever you want to do. All right, cool. So we went up into that area where we thought, but when he's talking about, it's a different area. But this area had roads that circled around too. It's connected to that. I think we can get down to it. But so we're like, all right. Well, we're waiting for Willie and the other what was it, Carlos, and I forget the other kid's name there, his assistant and stuff. He had a driver and assistant. They went to go and get some stuff at the store. And we're like, let's just drive around. And that's when we see the light and everything. We're like, just try, you know. We weren't expecting anything to really happen or whatever, which we should have known. Like, we should have fucking had cameras stuck. Because we had, you know, sticking out the window, whatever. The camera should have been rolling and stuff in case something happened. But
we got
all
caught
the
slipping.
equipment was in the back because, like I said, we had just went from one spot to another spot, and we're like, well, maybe we don't want to set up right here in this first location where everything forks off. We come to like a fork in the road, and there's a little clearing. We're like, maybe let's just drive around and see where we could set everything up and stuff. But we should have had some stuff going.
Well, you live and learn. We made a mistake. We got caught slipping.
It could be on the end. We could have caught the end of the noise when he stopped the second time. Because I think that's all it was doing, was just trying to get far enough in the woods. Because I think it's like, I don't think they're coming in here after me.
No, I wasn't going there after him.
If I could have, I would have gone in. Like I said, I was going to get the machete, but I was like, fuck, I mean, I'm going to be hacking away for fucking me. It's just going to, it'll be gone by the time I can get in.
You see my zombie killer? Meta. Can you hear me, my zombie killer? On top of the bag, see it's got a green handle. I didn't even get to pull it out. Didn't need to. I got a zombie killer. It's good for weeds too, though. But I wasn't walking through all the
but these weren't all fucking. It wasn't weeds and stuff. I mean, it's just trees on top of trees. It's fucking all bushes and brush and everything.
What? That's the benefit of going to fucking cons. I got all these cons. I always got cool ass fucking blades and shit. It's called the Z Hunter, the zombie hunter. I'm ready. I told you, let the zombies come. Oh, put your owl out here. Go ahead. Put it out here.
No.
Go ahead, put it out here.
No. It's okay. I don't.
Put the bush over here. Y'all like my zombie?
No.
The Z Hunter. Go to a con, man. They always got the coolest fucking like blades and weapons and shit.
Yeah, this is, if we were like in a jungle and it was just like, you know, bushes and stuff, like, I mean, but these are fucking old trees and fucking all kinds of crazy shit. I don't know if this would, we would have been hacking for fucking ever just to get in fucking a little bit. It's not like, you know, jungle, like all that shit that grows, the vines and shit that grow in the jungle. You can just whack away with a machete real easy.
I'll get a Hattori Hanzo.
Forest and shit, when it's growing in like that, dense forest, a machete ain't gonna fucking help us.
I'll get a Hattori Hanzo blade. Don't worry about it, man.
Okay? Yeah.
Ah, see?
Well, you're gonna go all the way to like, I don't know if I want to be fucking up my Hattori Hanzo blade and fucking, because even that after a while it's gonna fucking be like, what the fuck, man? How far into these woods you want me to chop?
I'll get Excalibur maybe then. I have to think about my choice of weapon.
I mean, just think of the people. Just think of the most densest, thickest fucking forest that you can think of. That's what it was. I mean, it's really, really dense fucking woods.
Yeah, navigating that shit at night. Again, you have to know how to navigate in the dark. Like, there's plenty of times we were just walking as a group, lights out, no problem. Because you just got once you have to lay the lamp.
That's the best way to do it. You don't need flashlights and shit. You turn your flashlight on if you hear something pointed in that direction of night vision. But just go out with. That's the best way to do it. It's to let your eyes, once you get there, you know, have all the lights off and shit. Wait a few minutes, let your eyes adjust to the fucking natural light of the fucking area and everything, and you can see everything. You can start to see everything. You'll see the rocks and stuff, so you won't trip on anything and stuff. And then you just listen for sounds as you're walking through the woods, because you don't want to have fucking flashlights on anyway, because then they're gonna be like, oh well, I can see you. That's all like announcing, hey, we're here. Look at us! We got lights!
The ghost to hide and shit, like, who that with the light? What's they doing over here? Normally the lights are coming here. Nothing good's happening when them lights and them torches and shit is coming through here. We gonna hide these motherfuckers.
I'm saying, whatever the fuck it was, when we saw the light up in the tree, it saw our headlights way the fuck back. I mean, because it could, I mean, my headlights in my Jeep are fucking bright as fuck. It could have seen us, but we probably didn't see it. It could have been in the middle of the road. Who the fuck knows? From way back, you could see you'd be able to see my Jeep lights coming through the woods in an area that we're not able to see yet. You know what I mean? Because fuck, I had the high beams on and shit. Because we were like looking. We were like, all right, let's see what the fuck's out here and shit. You know? I mean, we could see a good distance and stuff, but something way off in the distance is going to see that light coming sweeping through the fucking woods. It's bound. I mean, you know, we're bouncing it. It's dirt roads and stuff out there and stuff. You know, so I mean, we weren't flying and everything, but you had to go around potholes and everything, and you're bouncing around and stuff. So I mean, it's gonna see all these fucking lights coming. So it probably dipped up into the woods, thinking, "All right, I'm cool right here in these fucking woods," and then we stopped.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? So I decided to run for a little bit, and then we're like, oh no, we're gonna come after you.
I didn't run.
I mean, I wanted to fucking.
I don't run. Well, if it was that's why I think it's first as a bear. I'm not.
Yeah, like we didn't run or anything. Like all I did was I stepped back because it
was right
like
in front of our face, right? Yeah.
It had to have been no more than fucking 20 feet away, and it sounded at first like it's coming at. So I'm stepping back. I didn't turn away and look. You don't fucking turn away and look away.
Yeah.
I'm looking right the fuck at where the noise is coming from as I'm stepping back and making sure that okay, if this is something that I gotta run from. Back over here, there's a fucking bear or a coyote or something. Again, you don't know what the fuck it is. Even if it's fucking Bigfoot and he's trying to attack me and shit, I'm not gonna fucking try and fuck with a Bigfoot. He's all pissed off and shit, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna stand there and be like, yeah, what's up, Bigfoot? You wanna fight? No, I'm gonna keep backing myself back up. You know,
so chill, Bigfoot.
I'm gonna be like, well, you got this right. You see it right. And I'm not gonna take my eyes off of it and shit. I don't run away from it and everything like that. Once I knew it wasn't something coming at me, I'll start going back that way, and that's what I did. I started going back that way, and I'm like, well, let's go, Will. Got out pretty quick and shit. Like I said, he probably got the camera on it and probably got some of this noise in the second time, or he might have caught it before it stopped again, and it was like, oh fuck. What am I going to do here? And it just waited. And we were trying to listen and shit, and you couldn't hear anything. Whatever it was, when it stopped, it was good. It didn't make any noises on whatever the fuck it was standing on and shit. Like, it's good.
We should have sparked the blunt right there. Then Bigfoot might have been like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. Yo, are they smoking? All right, cool, let me come talk to them. That's probably what it was. But who knows? Whatever the fuck that was, like, that shit was right in front of us. So I was like, whatever. Don't run. See what it is.
Nope.
Don't turn your back. You never turn your back on some shit.
Turn your back and that's you're getting mauled by a fucking mountain lion or something.
Cougar or some shit. Whatever fucks up that motherfucker. Yeah,
I'm gonna be ready to, I'm throw that fucking thing off.
Oh, we fighting
some shit. You know what I mean? If something's coming at me and shit, I'm gonna defend myself and everything. But I'm not going out there looking for a fight.
Nope. But you come, we gonna fight. You gonna get doinked up. I'll do some American meat on a fucking something if I had to. Sorry, I don't want to hurt nothing, but I'm saying if it's that's nature. It's going to come to me to hurt me, then we're gonna have to fight, and you gonna get
once
to fight.
I knew it wasn't coming at me, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me try and figure out what are you.
Yes, we can assure you at no point is there any running going on. Like, motherfucker, well, there was a point where like, we could hear that shit all when we were up in the front though. You can hear like. Yo, no, don't run, relax. That was that's the thing. And we were further up, and that shit echoed up.
Say that and stuff.
Yeah, this some good shit. Yeah,
I don't know why I wasn't running. I'm like, what are you guys doing? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
We're laughing because it echoed up to where we're at. We're like, okay. I'm like, run. I'm not running from some shit. The same thing I said to the cop, like, shit, human beings. This might be some crazy-ass human being running out the fucking woods or whatever. Oh, well, you gonna fight.
I thought he had seen, like, because at that point, like, I dropped my, what the fuck did I drop? Oh, I had the night vision and stuff, and I dropped the night vision down at the same time. So I'm picking up the night vision, and they're all running and stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck are you running for? What, you don't run. Relax,
don't do it.
You don't want to run. We're here when to investigate.
Yeah, that's the one thing I never get when you see investigators run from some shit. Then you're not really investigating.
No, how are you going to know what the fuck it is if you're running away from it?
Exactly. You've got to investigate.
Yeah, you get the you know what I mean? You get noise. Boom. Okay, what's it on? Be alert. Don't run away from it. Be ready to defend yourself in case you need to fucking defend yourself, but you want to be ready to see, okay, what is, oh, okay, I don't got to defend myself. I want to record this because I got a fucking Sasquatch right here in front of me and shit. How did these people, all these Bigfoot hunting shows and stuff, that they're running through the woods because they heard some noises and stuff? They could have caught Bigfoot on camera, you know that. One of these times they could have caught it, but they decided to run away.
I'm out.
They had like some branches and stuff snapping. They're like, oh shoot, I'm out of here. Camera guy's running behind me. Like, gotta go. There's Bigfoot like, oh shit, I got away again. Look at that.
I scared these motherfuckers again. It's like pussies.
Still can't find me.
Why y'all running? Bigfoot probably. Why y'all running? Like,
I thought you guys were finding Bigfoot.
Right, I'm right here. Why y'all scared?
He's like, oh, I'm gonna go over and watch this episode and laugh later.
Thought y'all was gonna catch Bigfoot. What happened? I'm right here, fools. Yeah. Whatever. Ain't running from shit. I had my fucking walking stick. I would have gone all Morgan from Walking Dead on folks and shit. What?
Oh my god.
That's right. You see what I'm saying? I had my big ass walker. That's beaver wood from up in Maine. That's good wood, man.
That's like good.
I'd have been out there like just popping heads and shit. I'd have fought a bear with a walking stick. Could you imagine?
Just use it to walk.
What'd you say? I'm just saying, you know, I took martial arts. That was my weapon of choice, was the quarterstaff, man. So you don't know about that, see? I'm proficient with that. I know what I'm doing.
Didn't they use bamboo sticks, though, for practice?
Yes.
Okay.
Any stick.
Exactly, but yeah, you're just doing that because you don't, it's the snap, but.
Yeah, walking sticks aren't just for walking and when you walk in the woods.
Exactly.
They're multi-purpose.
Absolutely.
Tool.
That's right. See? You didn't think about that, did you? Jiggy came prepared. I had my Timberlands on too. I wouldn't walk around those goddamn
I don't need a stick to walk through the woods or anything, but when I'm going on a hike in the woods and stuff, a lot of times I bring my stick. It's good when you're going into areas, moving cobwebs out of the way and shit like that.
Moving branches, moving things that you don't
like
need to
that,
see.
you know, stuff to the side. Moving, you know, you got some fucking thorn bushes growing across the way you're moving. You just move those aside and stuff. You also, animals come along. You don't know what you I mean, you can go on YouTube and you can watch all kinds of videos with people out hiking in the woods and stuff. They got their little fucking GoPro camera on and shit, and they walk around a corner and there's a mountain lion.
Oh yeah, that shit is hilarious. Yeah, and then the motherfucker, then they like, where'd he go? He got the high ground.
They're like, okay, let's keep going. And then like, oh fuck, there he is again.
He got the high ground. He's looking at them like, come here. He's like, keep coming, I dare you. He's just chilling. That motherfucker knew what he was doing.
All kinds of videos like that. So you never know when you need, you know.
And rather, you also think of it as less than lethal.
I don't need a walking stick to help me walk.
But also think of it as something less than lethal too. If you didn't want to hurt an animal coming across an animal, you'd be more likely to do less damage with a stick. You can keep it up, stay
a rabid raccoon or something in the middle of the fucking woods. You fucking hit that with a fucking stick, it like a fucking boom, it goes flying around. I mean, I don't want to hurt the thing or anything, but
again. But rather than, do some
I'd rather let the thing fucking come over and fucking start scratching the shit out of me and shit. I'm going to be like, bink! Gotta go! You gotta go! Take your foaming ass over there!
This is our fucking city! Hit that motherfucker, you big poppy and shit. Yo, I can't lie. God. Back in the day, I made some raccoons. I came home and shit from work. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to go in the fucking house. I have my gun, my sidearm from work. I don't want to shoot the motherfuckers, and there's a whole bunch of them. So I was like, let me just mace these motherfuckers. Yo, they scream like babies, though. That shit is kind of scary. But they left. It worked. I didn't have to, no like real harm to them. See what I'm saying?
You spray your eyes.
What?
Don't go over there.
Hey,
spray your
exactly.
eyes.
He went back and told his homies, leave that dude alone. He cool, man. Don't fuck with that dude. Let him go in the house when he come home from work. We don't want no static with him. They had to learn. They learned. I had no problems after that.
You should always have a walking stick that can hold your weight.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, because it would have, like, where we were climbing and stuff last night, you're falling down those things, you can turn that to stop yourself.
Wow. You ever been hiking with Wasn't you like a country girl? You know all these tricks?
8.5 years country.
And you didn't learn shit.
No.
You didn't learn nothing in the country. See, I learned all that stuff. Boy Scouts, camp, all that stuff. I learned that stuff quick. That's why it wasn't a big deal to navigate.
I learned that just being out in the woods.
I
just like the woods.
Well, that was woods. Camp was the first woods for me and shit. And I learned all that stuff at camp.
Yep.
It's still there in my brain.
That's what I did. I learned it in camp.
That's why it's not a big deal. We navigate it. We do it. We get it. We got it done. Something's shaking. It picks up everything. So I don't know. It was a good investigation. But I don't know what that was in the woods, folks. Could have been anything. Was it a ghost? Was it an alien? Was it a Pukwudgie? Was it Bigfoot? Was it Mothman? Was it a pterodactyl? Was it a condor?
Fucking Mothman? It would have fucking flown away.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like Bigfoot is something, the Sasquatch. Pukwudgie too, I don't know, I mean, I don't know too much about fucking Pukwudgies and shit. There's not too many fucking people talking. I mean, you know, they might have seen this shit, but...
They fat little fuckers though, maybe they just weigh a
short
lot.
little fat things and shit, but... Yeah, this thing was something bigger. Because, I mean, you could hear branches up high and shit. This is something that you can hear the branches on the ground and fucking stomp on shit, but you can hear it pushing branches out of the way. I think that little Pukwudgie, because usually the pictures of, I mean, maybe 2 feet tall, maybe 3 feet tall. They're little fucking things fucking...
Because that's the thing, the very first sound was so loud, it was like something
like it was like something was coming at us, but it turned out it was something running away from us. It was like, boom, you just hear this fucking, all this snapping branches and leaves and shit, fucking like. So I think if it was like, again, if it was Mothman or something, he would have like been clinging to the side of that tree, he would have just flown off up in the fucking air.
So who knows what we encountered, folks. And later we'll find out if any of it was caught on tape. Was Wiz on time? Did he show up with the camera right when he needed to? We'll find out later. ParanormalHooD. It's gonna be some good stuff, like I said, folks. There's a lot of footage, a lot of different things that happened. That, again, this wasn't equipment, it wasn't anything, but just things that were abnormal as we're out there doing our investigations. And it kind of goes along with the legends of lore. Like, I didn't see any, red-headed guy walk by. I didn't see a black dog.
I mean, we did hear some dogs barking, but I don't know, because where we were pretty. You can hear dogs barking for a few miles, especially when it's quiet as it was. So yeah, that could have been a dog barking in somebody's backyard and stuff. But
we didn't see the black dog.
It could have been the black dog. We didn't see it. Could have been a black dog barking in the fucking way off in the distance in the woods, saying "Get the fuck out of my woods." But it sounded more like it was just a dog in a backyard to me.
Yeah.
They said you can hear dogs barking for a good distance. If you all remember Lady and the Tramp, they talk to each other, talking about each other, know what's going on.
The Twilight Bark. Right, wasn't that what it was? Is that what it was?
I don't know why exactly they call it and stuff, but no, that's it. I mean, even out here, we're sitting by the fire and stuff, and a dog starts barking somewhere, and other dogs are out and stuff in the neighborhood. Other people, you probably experienced this, you'll start to hear the other dogs will start barking and stuff, and they're talking. You think, what the fuck is this? But if you actually listen to the sounds that they're making, they're talking back and forth and stuff, and then passing the message off and stuff, because you'll start to hear all over the neighborhoods and farther away. They'll start barking and stuff. If there's a whole lot of dogs out that can hear the bark and stuff and everything. I mean, it's harder when you're in the bigger cities and stuff like that, but when you're out more in the rural areas and stuff where the houses are, you can really, really hear that stuff, and it's pretty cool. You can hear I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're saying and shit. One dog starts barking, "Oh, there's a fucking raccoon over here," and shit, and then they're all like, "Oh, a fucking raccoon! Oh, this dude's got a raccoon!"
Yeah, these two are related.
That's my boy.
Just tune into Instagram and any social media that's ParanormalHooD later and find out why these two are.
Don't you post that? Oh my god.
Hell yes!
I'm getting my download over
It's
here.
the killer couch. It kills them. Hey, would you get coherent every now and then? You're not fully asleep yet because you keep kind of responding. Yeah.
I hear you. Happening.
Hey, at least we have an excuse, we were out till, the crack of dawn, chasing ghosts,
I was up all night too on a bus.
You were at a rave or some shit, though. You probably partied on the bus. But you can sleep on the bus.
No, I only slept like 1.5 hours.
Whose fault is that?
Me.
What, you
because
scared?
I was uncomfortable. Yeah, I was scared.
Man, you better learn how to I understand that. Man, listen, you get uncomfortable. I learn to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I can sleep anywhere. I slept when I came. Well, yeah, I don't like to sleep on shit though. I mean, if I can though, a plane, I'll go to sleep. It don't matter. It can be turbulence, all that shit. I'll be dead ass sleep.
Bus, plane, car,
Whatever.
fucking truck, fucking rock, whatever.
Whatever.
Standing, sitting, leaning.
Sleep. You just learn how to sleep when you gotta sleep.
Sleep.
You know, what's the point of being on some shit for like how many hours or whatever and not sleep when you can? Then when you get to your destination, you get to enjoy it better.
I mean, I've tried, but it just...
It didn't work. I hear you. I'm just saying, you know. Sometimes the security issue too, I can feel, you know, might be some shady motherfuckers on the bus and shit. You know, I want to sleep with one eye open and shit, you know. I understand that. I can feel that. I'm just saying, that's when I try to sleep. I get on anything, I sleep. Although I like to watch my ride. I like to enjoy my rides and stuff. It was fun, folks. The Freetown Forest, the Bridgewater Triangle, it definitely lived up to its hype. It's funny because I did a previous kind of survey of more of the Brockton end of it, which kind of links more to a personal side of me and stuff, because I still say...
The Huckamuck is more up down towards that end. Huckamuck Swamp is between Brockton, Bridgewater.
Yeah, that's pretty much the area I was at, yeah. Because it was all swampy area. We had
used to cover a huge area, but they filled in the swamp and shit like that and everything, and now there's just like a smaller area of the swamp that remains.
Yeah.
But a lot of houses, a lot of stuff is all built on top of what used to be swamp. The Huckamuck Swamp. The land of the spirits. Where the spirits rest. I forget exactly how they say it.
We were out there during the day, though.
At some point, did fog roll in?
Did fog roll in?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the fog. It was just the extreme temperature change we kept going through in different places. Kind of maybe, I don't know. Like, you know, it was more the temperature was dropping anyways. It was in here. It's probably cooler too because of the fact there's all the trees and everything. So I don't know if I really saw fog. It was because it was clear skies and everything. I don't know if I saw. Maybe you saw some fog somewhere. You could have been in the fog somewhere.
I did.
You sure you wasn't just in the fog?
I was down at the bottom of the hill.
Which hill? A lot of hills.
From the profile. Cliff.
Oh, okay. Oh, at the bottom of the rock you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I stood down there for a little while by myself, just kind of watching. I could hear, like, again, you just hear these things moving around and stuff around you, and you just kind of, it doesn't seem like animals and stuff. Like animals, what more? Because animals like that, they're going to run away from you. They're not going to come towards you. You know, they don't seem like why would they come towards you? Unless they want to eat you or something. At that point, they're going to make their presence known. I'm pretty sure if it's a rabid fox or some shit or whatever, it's going to make its presence known if it wants to eat you or if it's hungry enough or rabid. So, I don't know. It's, again, cool place. It was just cool walking down those trails. There's just so many trails. It's so long. You just, if you've never looked up the Bridgewater Triangle, just look it up for yourself and understand how massive amount of area this covers. Like, we covered in 8 or how many hours we're down there, you know, a certain areas that were just around that area in Freetown. But this thing is miles and miles, and it covers, you know, 5 or 6, maybe even more different cities within Massachusetts, all on the South Shore, as they call it. It's more than that? Yeah, so I don't remember all the exact numbers. We know all this stuff yesterday. You know, your brain kind of my brain needs to restart. You have to breathe. You need to relax. He'll get the numbers in a second. Let's give him a second. We got to take a break in a minute anyways. We got to change the camera over. Let's get it close to 10. Yeah.
These numbers.
Mother in the house. Hey, Ma. Welcome.
It's 200 square miles. It's a triangle that makes up a 200 square mile area.
200 square miles, son. A triangle.
It covers and encompasses the towns and cities of Abington, Rehoboth, Freetown. At the points of the triangle, those are the main points. Then Brockton, Whitman, West Bridgewater, East Bridgewater, Bridgewater, Middleborough, Dighton, Berkeley, Raynham, Norton, Easton, Lakeville, Seekonk, and Taunton inside the triangle. Similar claims have been made about the area in the neighborhood Vermont, which we might do soon. It's called the Bennington Triangle, where they have similar things. You know, these are easy ones to get, and there's a lot more going on in these triangles on land than those ones out in the ocean and shit. So
yeah, these triangles in our backyard, we can actually drive these motherfuckers and get to them. Although that's the funny thing about the Bermuda Triangle. All the times I went to the Caribbean, went to Puerto Rico, went to Dominican Republic, all these different places, you're flying over that shit, and I never knew that until I started doing all this paranormal stuff. Also, nothing ever happened on them planes. Obviously, I made it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So we're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
No. I don't know about the Bermuda Triangle. I just know it's legends. But I know the Bridgewater Triangle lived up to its hype. It gave what it's supposed to. Alright, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to change this camera over, play a couple songs, folks. Don't go too far. Don't go any place, Ma. We'll be back. And if you have any questions, any comments, maybe you know anything about the Bridgewater Triangle, you're more than welcome to call in, chime in. 563-999-3033. All you gotta do is press 1, and we'll be back. Don't go too far.
Just fine, how you living? Everything's all good. Tell me why are you tripping? Things is good. Gotta love more when you're living. You gotta love more. You gotta love more.
I got an indigo flow, I got an indigo soul. I mean my gold so glow, indigo so glow. I see you, Pinio, clear view, vision piercing through the windows of your soul. I'm medicine healing, I got a tribal feeling when my chakras get connected to them notes. Love is energy, body filled with inner chi. Manifest when I connect to source, the inner peace. He and you and I are me, we are I. Bet that you can't count the pie. Love is just a feeling we should convey a little more. Feel that anahata roar. For my sheeples who don't know, that's that heart chakra. Kinda vibrate through your chest like hard rocker. So we should love a little more. Love a little more. Love a little more.
I'm just fine, how you living? Everything's all good. Tell me why are you tripping? Things is good. Gotta love more when you're living.
You gotta love.
You gotta love more.
I tell you no lie.
You gotta love more.
Love is all I do. Love is all I know. Love is all of you. Love is how we flow down the river through the belly of the cosmos. Deep into the void, let me learn you all that I know. Fibonacci spiraling, then my gold is glistening. Swear my fucking spirit yelling, tell me is you listening? Dope says we gon' come back around a few times. The power's all within yourself, I said this all a few rhymes. Let me ground myself, connect to source right quick. Used to be a common man, it's not the realms I just are it. Floating in and out of consciousness, I connect with blue avians, the raw materials to the secret of life. Metuneta on my square, I'ma love mine right. So how about you? I love you,
I'm just fine, how you living? Everything's all good. Tell me why are you tripping? Things is good. Gotta love more when you're living. You gotta love more. Gotta love more.
Unconditional, swear I got that shaman flow. Infusing all my songs with love, that's how I give good healing, bro. Really how the spirits got me. Drifting down the astral lane, the realm feels so inviting. Loving more is so enticing. I invite you to strap up and just enjoy the ride, man. I'm high off tree, but you ain't gotta be to love yourself. Meditate and laugh a lot, invest in help. Crying saying that you broke, love is wealth. Warm and cozy feeling when the love is felt. I love the light cause it show me the way, but never part from the dark cause it show me the stars. Number 7, how I live my life. When I'm all complete, everything gon' equal 9. Love is always happening. That's why it ain't no such thing as time.
Just fine, how you living? Everything's all good. Tell me why are you tripping? Things is good. You gotta love more when you're living. You gotta love more. You gotta love more. You gotta love more. You gotta love. You gotta love. You gotta love. You gotta love more. You gotta love. You gotta love. You gotta love. You gotta love more.
I get a different reaction. I live my life by the laws of attraction. Different reaction. I get a different reaction. I live my life by the laws of attraction. Different reaction. Let's get it. Been feeling like I have seen so many faces stuck in the matrix. Don't know if this song may go over your head, but fuck it, I'll take it. I've been taking action for all my people. I do this with passion. I've been attracting alien life forms with different reactions. I make music for the soul. I came to empower and take back control. Oh, homie, you didn't know that crystalline gold that came with these flows. I like for you all to perceive a new way you're living, a new way to do this with ease. 28, but I'm ancient. I've been existing ever since existence has came to fruition with premonitions through my intuition. Out my mouth depicting only truth. I am a god of war, Aries. I do not lose. I manifested as cruise. Feel the sensations flow up. Your 33 vertebrae. I know you heard of me. Time that you heard of me. I be the infinite one, the one that gazes at the sun. I get my shit done and back to the astro. Got you digesting my work through your gastro. Intestinal, it is intentional. The way I speak my knowledge through these instrumentals. All my songs are mental, so just memorize it, let it out your dentals. Everything I've been through, culminates to this point. I've been rolling fire, my shit's on point. Take hits from this joint, yo. I've been feeling like I have seen so many faces stuck in the matrix. Don't know if this song may go over your head, but fuck it, I'll take it. I've been taking action for all my people. I do this with passion. I've been attracting alien levels with different reactions.
Searching for words of the ancients, carefully turning the pages. Verbally dangerous, work with the language, burn the restraints that contains us. Grateful to give my thanks and my praises, coming straight from the pavement. My strength will break through these cages. Disciple of age-old sages, study the basics until the day that they make sense. Step up in the ranks next. Becoming courageous, tough as a razor blade is. Struggle for pace like Mother Teresa. Raise up, nothing can phase us. Rugged abrasions, scrapes and grazes, cuts on our faces. Stuck in the matrix, somebody come up and wake us quick. Knowledge that can't suppress. We stopping the razor fist. It into the atmosphere, flipping with different reactions. Typical intergalactic tactics, lift up our assets, building an integral path of access. This is my Jackson.
Feeling like I have seen so many faces stuck in the matrix. Don't know if this song may go over your head, but fuck it, I'll take it. I've been taking action for all my people. I do this with passion. I've been attracting alien levels with different reactions. Man with no purpose will feel like he's worthless, and if I am infinite, I'm truly birthless. I do this to murk this. No, you've never heard this. Everything I do has a purpose. Yo, have you ever been exposed? Intelligent flows that comes from the soul, and when it explodes into your whole endocrine system, it goes. Magical substance that glows. Now I am back in the lab. Alchemical mixtures intertwine and watch it react. Takes matter from nothing, turns it into something your ears can know up. Do not put this on blast. I get a different reaction. When it's my music, you're blasting. I put my words into action. I know you love how I'm rapping. Young God, here I go. I'ma let it go. I'ma let it flow. I'ma spit it one time. For all of you to get it, homie, get frustrated, and you know I'm in it. You know what's embedded with that fundamental element. You know my shit is heaven sent. Every syllable I utter, every word is so magnificent. Homie, can you hear the difference yet? Did I go over your head? Did I create a new element? I've been feeling like I have seen so many faces stuck in the matrix. Don't know if this song may go over your head, but fuck it, I'll take it. I've been taking action for all my people. I do this with passion. I've been attracting alien levels with different reactions.
physically with all this energy. Everything is everything, set out of one, it's many things, many thoughts and many dreams, but who really knows what it all means? You was always in my heart. When we do our best, we do our part. We all is artists, our life is art. Ain't working hardest, I'm working smart. Conscious, connected, geometric, redirected with acceptance of existence as it is with no resistance. The holographic expansion extends and blends all dimensions that never ends. Fractals form from a massive chorus. The pendulum force one back and forth. The one most sacred prayer we share is air. Breathe, become more aware. Complements in opposite pairs. I'm ascending up them spiral stairs. Now we bring the fire. Chant a song, but they so last it higher. Give me fire. Now we bring the fire. Lightning, brimstone, Emmanuel, Marcus, Activity, and one with everything. I'm another you, and you're another me. In synchronicity, we're spiritual beings, expressing physically, with all this energy. Connectivity, and one with everything. I'm another you, and you're another me. In synchronicity, we're spiritual beings, expressing physically, with all this energy.
Start to build like an architect, and when the lines start show, see it all connect. And I would all respect to keep it all in check and see through the times all the signs are left. Start to see it connect like meridians. Whole world waging the war like the Gideon. Only see as far as the walls that to living in. We all one with a Reuben and Simeon. Abyssinian touching the Caribbean. The same blood become the West Indian. Without each other we're not too resilient. Tossed to the wolves and lost in oblivion. All about the oneness, love and abundance. Life in the heights, most high gonna run this. Keep a 100, life needs substance. Must give something, that's what love is. Yeah, they wanna say that John and I and Cosmos watch out for the fallen skies. We only watch out for the watchful eyes who wanna harm I and not harmonize.
Now we bring the fire. Chant a song, but they so last it higher. Give me fire. Now we bring the fire. Lightning, brimstone, Emmanuel, Marcus, Moses, activity, and one with everything. I'm another you, and you're another me. In synchronicity, we're spiritual beings, expressing physically, with all this energy. Connectivity, and one with everything. I'm another you, and you're another me. In synchronicity, we're spiritual beings, expressing physically, with all this energy. The weak heart, them a go run, run, run. The warfare over and done, done. No more bombs, no guns, guns. The age of peace has come, come. We are children of the sun, sun. Royal daughters and sons, sons. That's us where we come from.
Paranormal, baby. This is how we doing it. Paranormal Hood. DJ Hood. And you know the who stands for who? I'm Ghost.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. You don't get nothing. Nothing at all.
You may be leaving for now, but the nightmares will return.
Alright, folks. Welcome back. This is ParanormalHooD Live Radio. I am your host, Jiggy.
Smoke gang.
Metaphor here.
I think I'm going to do the whole show like this. We're going to make it very dramatic ParanormalHooD tonight. You're going to hear this show like you've never heard it before. It's going to be intense. It's going to be in your face. It's going to be the killer act that it always should have been. By the time you have finished listening to Paranormal Hood tonight, your life will never be the same. You will turn corners, look over your shoulder. Those shivers up your spine will not leave you. You will find yourself in a place or in a space that is unfamiliar to you. It's called the Paranormal Hood Zone. See what happens when I find these fucking like sound effects on this damn. They like added new shit. I didn't even realize that onto my sound effects. You can't hear them right now. I'm gonna see, but I got some fun shit going on here. So earlier, Jasmine told me that she said on there I should go tell her kids bedtime stories. That was everything at camp. Like you'd sit around them fucking campfires and they would try to tell them scary ass stories. There was one fucking counselor who told like some scary stories and shit. We'd be up there hiking and shit up and fucking sleeping out in the middle of the fucking woods, and these motherfuckers be trying to tell some crazy ass stories. Most of them I just laugh and shit. I'm like, I'm from the hood. You trying to tell me some scary shit that's not really scary, but yeah. Anytime, Jasmine, but I'm gonna have to charge you though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna have to, be really theatrical and everything. I'm gonna have to reach deep into the thespian in me and bring it out, in order to be entertaining to your children and give them the time of their life as I scare the shit out of them. I don't even think kids probably watch all these scary movies nowadays because people like kids. I mean, I was a kid. I will say my mother let me watch some of it. Was kind of few and far between because I remember listening in the other room to the howling and shit. Remember that movie, The Howling? Yes. I heard it before I saw it. Like, this is the early days of cable. I remember she watched that shit on cable in the room, but I wasn't old enough to watch it because there was like some real freaky deaky shit going on. Yep. But listening in the other room to the fucking wolf human beings fucking or whatever is still just as intense as when you're a kid as being in the room watching the wolf human beings probably fucking. I mean, you're gonna see some titties and ass and shit, but the difference is still hearing it because like as a kid you're trying to process like what the, is that the wolf kill? It don't sound like the wolf is killing a woman. It sounds like the wolf and the woman are, So yeah, scary movies when I was a kid. Okay, we're back, folks. We're talking about Bridgewater. It lived up to its hype. Like I said, the Bridgewater Triangle absolutely lived up to its hype. Like I said, I've flown over the Bermuda Triangle. I'm glad it hasn't lived up to its hype because I wouldn't want, let me knock on wood, anything bad to happen to me when I'm traveling, especially going on vacation and shit. Just want to get there and get home safely. So, not that I really want anything bad to happen to me in the Bridgewater Triangle either. I'm just saying, I really want some fucking aliens, like a UFO to just fly over. Like, I've seen UFOs and shit. I've seen a few different kind of UFOs. But I want some obvious shit. Even if I don't get it on film or whatever, wouldn't it just be nice to just actually see the UFO just pull up on you, like, pull up! And they cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Just get out and shit. And they're like, yo, we like music and shit. And we like to smoke weed and chill. We'll come back and see you every now and then. Just can't tell nobody. Would you be cool with that? Could you keep the secret?
Not many.
Not what I asked you. Could you keep the secret?
Yeah.
You wouldn't tell anybody?
If that's the way that it's supposed to be, if people are supposed to know, then they'll know.
I'm just saying. Excuse me, folks. You wouldn't have the interest just to want to tell one person to kind of have someone to validate it for you.
What was the question?
If the aliens pulled up on you,
right? Aliens.
You met them, right? We're gonna come back in 20 years, whatever. And they told you though you couldn't tell anybody that you met them. Would you tell anybody?
Well, I would try to negotiate because no, listen, the negotiations, right? It's like, why can't I tell someone?
Exactly.
I want to know why.
Like, nope, no deal.
Why I can't tell someone? I want to know.
That's why they invented that shit that they had in Men in Black. When motherfuckers like, y'all, see who just can't say, I ain't gonna tell nobody. You ain't gotta worry about that.
Well, that's kind of like what happened.
No, but they're like, the deal is you can't tell anybody. I was like, no deal then. It's awesome. Cool. Go away.
Oh, wait. Now all of a sudden that's what the ARC, they told you that? The ARC
No,
aliens?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, why didn't I say something?
I don't know.
Why didn't I tell you guys? Why
hold on,
didn't
I got this. You can't hear this.
Share
Hold
that
on.
information.
because you were awestruck with fear.
Oh, my mouth
The
was
aliens
open,
came
but I
at the
wasn't
perfect
scared.
time. They
Scared
found the
wasn't coming
perfect
out.
candidate.
It was wonderment.
They
It was
found the
like I
one
can't
person
believe I'm
amongst us
seeing
who can
this.
receive the message, to be the proper vessel,
I don't know how to
to carry
translate.
forth the message of the archangels,
Oh my gosh, I'm
of the
not the
lights in the
ambassador for
skies.
this. It's a universal language. That's what it was.
Okay. Well, what was the language then?
It was a universal language.
Oh, it means like we all can understand each other?
Kind of like sound.
So what I don't get though, if it was universal, then shouldn't we have heard it or seen it too? Because if it's universal, that means that everybody can.
Everybody doesn't speak the universal language.
Then how is it universal?
It just is.
It can't be a universal language if everybody doesn't know it. That's not universal.
Smile is universal. Not everybody knows it.
I bet you at one point they smiled,
Maybe.
so then they know it.
Or maybe they had gas. You know,
What?
you never know.
That's that bullshit they say about babies, that when babies are smiling, that's just gas.
They're not always smiling.
Sometimes it's
they're
gas. They smiling because they farting and shit. They happy.
They had to pass that gas.
Exactly. That's what they happy
Like,
about.
woo! Fuck, it feels good now.
Y'all ain't gonna
Fuck,
enjoy
you've been
this.
feeding me.
Milk.
See? So clearly the aliens you met don't have a universal language. They have a language that only talks to certain people like you, and we just weren't cool enough to be in the gang for the aliens to talk to us and see the archangel, alien thingamajiggy in the sky.
No, maybe maybe it appeared to me because I asked.
Oh, I was asking. What you trying to say?
But did you put all the elements together?
Oh, I didn't ask the right way.
No, you just need to feel love. You need to feel love, be love always, and you need to pour it out. And I was concerned because part of the group was kind of like throwing demands out there, and it's not like it doesn't happen like that.
No, see, I don't know. It's
You know,
again, if it's universal, you're
You
saying
have to welcome them with your heart, not with your hands or your speech.
But isn't that possibly one form of thing you're attracting though? See, that's that.
Which heart are you welcoming?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. See.
So.
Because
you know around here the heart is a whole different thing. This is a pump.
This one.
See, but you're speaking with absolution,
The
like that's the
emotion.
only way to do it. I
The
don't.
emotion of love. You just you use that.
But wouldn't that just be contacting one type
love
of?
don't come from this pump.
Exactly. You keep grabbing the pump.
We'll find out more about that next week, folks. If y'all listening and watching and curious to
Oh
what
yeah,
we're
we have a
talking about.
great guest next week.
We are gonna go. There's no news again next week. The guest is gonna come on, and he's gonna be on until it's probably might be our longest show ever next week, depending on how long he talks for, and we are able to sit up and listen because there's a 6-hour time difference. So he's just gonna be waking up when we start the conversation, and we're all gonna be wanting to go to bed, but. It's going to be really interesting. You guys can find out what the heart is and where it really comes from, and love and all that. It's not up here. It's not what you're thinking. It's not this place right here. Doesn't look anything like that shape. The heart, does it? Think about it. Think about it. You got to think really good because the only way to see it, you got to see it from certain angles. And on the female, those angles are the angel's wings.
You're giving it all away.
I'm not giving it all away because it's and Cupid. You know, he comes along with his heart, looking for his angel.
Draw back your bow.
Oh, now that song makes sense.
Straight to my lover's heart. For me.
If y'all want to know more about the greatest story ever told.
Ever.
Or could it be the fucking truth? It's either one.
You can't handle the truth.
Story ever fucking made up ever, or it's like
no, it's probably fake
filled
news.
with all the truth.
Are you sure it's not fake news? I just want to make sure you're not going to be spreading fake news.
Is that a Trump impression?
Yeah, you don't like it?
No,
Agent
no,
Orange?
it was good.
Okay.
It was good.
Thank you. See? Yes. You gonna join the Space Force? Wow. Okay, good. You don't know, that's even better. Cool.
We don't watch the news.
Good. I wonder how many people have signed up for the Space Force at this point, though.
Millions,
You
probably.
check the number, like, how many people have actually signed up for the Space Force?
I tried to, because I don't know if you can actually sign up for the Space Force, but there's probably people trying, calling the White House. Where do I sign up for the Space Force? Going down to recruitment centers and stuff. Which one of you guys is from the Space Force?
Sign up for the wrong thing, then it becomes Stripes.
Oh my god.
Oh, folks. What are aliens? What is all of it? We don't know what we saw. We don't know what we encountered.
I'd be the one to sign up for, because you ain't got to fight anybody right now.
You say that and shit, but then you might get out there and be stuck like Starship Troopers with fucking machine guns, fighting big ass, crazy ass aliens and stuff. Because in 2018, these motherfuckers ain't got handheld ray guns and shit, and laser guns and shit, so you could really go out in space and fuck some shit up if you had to. There's some bad aliens out there. Because I don't see machine guns doing much. I'm just saying. Starship Troopers is perfect. If you've never seen Starship Troopers, go watch the movie. Then you understand how it ends. Okay? And just keep in mind, they made like 3 more of those motherfuckers. So, I'm good. I'm not fighting no aliens with no motherfucking machine guns and pistols.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, Mom. Peace and love.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm gonna rep my skills out there. And Jasmine says I'm a good storyteller. I can just put some dramatic music behind me and go around the country and just tell scary stories.
That could work.
Put some narration to it. It was a cold night in New England. We ventured out upon a cemetery and came across the grave. And on this grave, there was a name. And next to that name, there was a date. And below that date, there was a nickname. And below that nickname, there were fresh flowers recently placed there next to a toy. See how dramatic that shit sounds? Like, you could just put some dramatic music behind anything and just talk. And make it just, like, kind of draw it out. I could do that shit for like an hour and you would never hear a good story. Just saying. Wow, Mom's is using the sunglass emoji.
At night.
At night. And my voice is tanked tonight, man. I don't know what that's right. I was doing my squatching last night. I was trying to call Bigfoot. I think he responded when I yelled, "Baba Booey!" I think that's when Bigfoot knew, and that's probably what he's mad about. He's probably trying to run up on us. And he tried to catch us under the light and shit, but then we startled him because he wasn't ready to jump out on me for calling him Baba Booey. He probably insulted. Michael Two Feather. Peace, brother. Trip Team family. Good to see you, brother.
Hopefully Willie's going to be calling in.
Yeah, he's trying to join us. It's just like, again, it was a hectic night. We were out there.
We were out
the
there
crack of dawn and
all night.
Doing our thing. And
he's a busy man. Like, we're busy too.
Yeah.
Nobody's slept yet. I don't think he slept yet. And when I was talking to him, it sounded like he slept yet.
But I'll tell you too, I
was lucky enough. I got about 2 hours of sleep. And when I got home before my son woke up, and then this afternoon, like, he took a nap, and I must have fallen asleep because Jiggy called. He's like, "Yo, you fall asleep?" And I'm like, "I guess so."
Well, you were at work at Logan?
That was like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I slept on the road. It was cool though, because I didn't hit nothing.
I just want to know if you're at work at Logan. I grew up in that airport, man. When
tuning in from Logan Airport.
Terminal A, when it used to be Eastern Airlines.
Terminal B.
What about Terminal Bravo?
Yeah.
What about it? You work there?
They thought I did.
Hey, all right.
I was getting discounts and everything.
Hey, that's cool. I wish I
was like, hey.
Listen, I want to go, but I want to take the time too to give Willie a huge shout out, man. Willie Michael, because he came prepared last night. Like, my man definitely came prepared. What do you call it? The Dudley Road investigation we did was the first investigation. You know, we kind of went out there with it's navigating and didn't really approach this like we did this one. So he really definitely came prepared and just had, you know, water, everything, you know, came prepared to help us out, and he was a very intricate part of what happened last night. So I want to give him a huge shout out too. He definitely represented Trip Team family, and we look forward to, on his platforms, you guys getting to see, because there was a lot of different things going on too, and you know,
we was just filming 2 different fucking shows at the same time last night.
Right.
It's all gonna intertwine and shit. You'll have to see both of them to get the full thing, because
it's like a murder mystery and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how they would cross like SVU with like another show that was on that channel, because I don't know, maybe on them fucking shows or whatever, and they would cross those together. Well, this kind of crossover stuff.
There's gonna be more of these investigations with Willie, because obviously he's invested into it. And like I said, Jiggy was saying, he went out after the first investigation, and he's like, I gotta get some equipment. And he got some equipment and everything. So he'll be coming along with some more investigations and stuff. Again, he's a busy man, so we gotta find a time when he can join us and stuff.
And the awesome thing too is the upcoming investigations too, because this is just one. So you guys are gonna take a journey with us as we explore some stuff and debunk some stuff. It's this again. This isn't. Don't think of this as a one process kind of show. You're gonna see us do a lot of different stuff, and it's not always gonna be, you know, us just saying, oh yeah, this is this or this is that. There's gonna be some debunking, because most likely the next episode that we actually film that you'll be privy to will be definitely something that helps you debunk something that's been out there for a while. And you know, we got some cool stuff coming ahead, so definitely stay tuned. But I just wanted to make sure we shout out Willie and, you know, Chip Team family. You know, definitely look out for that, because there's some cool stuff going on. And we didn't even get to, like, again, we were there at night, so we didn't get to fly the drone, didn't get to do everything. This is a huge, like you said, 200 square miles and stuff. So we're in a particular area of it. I've been to the area of the, how do you say that shit? Hakamak Swamp? Am I saying that right? Hakamak. Thank you, the Hakamak Swamp. But I don't know, you know, we want to oversaturate, you know, obviously, and just keep doing that particular area. But we'll bring you some more stuff, and there'll be some exclusive stuff, some background stuff and everything too. You could check out a little bit on our Patreon, because, you know, we're trying to expand, and there'll be some gifts and everything for doing that stuff. So just bear with us. Yeah, bro, you have the opportunity to see it all as we saw it firsthand, all the audio and stuff. Again, there was some serious filming going on, so a lot of the stuff that happened, unlike the possible Bigfoot or whatever the fuck it was in the fucking tree line that tried to run up on us and shit, but was like, yo, fuck that. These motherfuckers, they ain't running. They serious. They gonna stand their ground and shit, so I ain't gonna fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, most of this stuff, don't bring everything down with you. He about to bring the house down. But other than that, everything else, you know what I'm saying? You get to see. So definitely stay tuned for that. It was fun, man. I had fun. Yeah, because you were there for Dudley Road too.
Yep. That was awesome night.
I know. Last night was awesome. It's an awesome place to be. I wish I could have climbed that fucking rock better, but that's for another day. I think maybe seeing it during the day, you can find a better trail or path up there too. Because there were multiple kind of ways to get up it. I saw that, but just trying to navigate that night with my fucking walking stick and holding the flashlight and everything ain't the easiest thing in the world. And because my shit's all fucked up, I ain't trying to fuck up my leg any further.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
With Spider Gates and Worcester. I think Smoke King might know more about that. I have to ask when he comes back down. He had to run up real quick. But I actually lived in Worcester, but I didn't really, ParanormalHooD was kind of spawned there, I guess you could say, or started kind of there. But at that point, I wasn't really even investigating the area. But Spider Gate, I don't know if there's different things that people have talked to us about. So that might be one of those things we might investigate too, because I believe that's the area he's talked about before, and he knows more about it, and probably been up in there. So you never know. I don't know what's up with it. We're gonna figure it out though, Mr. Two Feather. We trying to. That's the thing. That's why we started here. I mean, we're from here. Everything that's happened to me, well, mostly everything in my life that's been paranormal has happened here. So why not start in our own backyard, and then eventually branch out? You know, start with things around here. There's a lot of anomalies and stuff, and it's all fucking beyond paranormal. It starts as ghosts and everything you could think of. Look up New England. You're like, damn, that happened there. That happened there on the East Coast. Word. You know what I'm saying? This shit wasn't always fully settled either. You gotta remember what started here. I tell people, just go back and look at the history, what happened when the Pilgrims got here and how they branched out. They started building and going on sacred land and portals, and this lived there and that lived there. We don't live there. We don't go through there. We don't travel there. Don't worry about it. We'll build on it. We're cool. We'll build cities on all that shit. All them fucking cities on the fucking South Shore and shit, and then further out. And then well, not Salem, because I didn't hang anybody in Salem, but where the actual fucking witch trials went on, and like I said earlier, the Boston Commons, all these areas around here was just a lot of history here, some bad shit that went on. And these motherfuckers was happy with hanging motherfuckers in the Boston Commons and just scattering their bodies. You have British soldiers buried down there. There's all kinds of shit that went on in that place. So if you want to find some haunted shit you can't find in New England, I don't know what to tell you. There's some crazy shit here. I know my experiences. I guess, too, that was the whole thing about the Bridgewater Triangle, because of living in Brockton, having the experience. And again, I know I say this, and I've said this a few times, and maybe there'll be a time to actually tell the story, and I'll try to figure out how to intertwine it so it could get more than just me telling the story. But Brockton was very, very impactful in my paranormal experiences, and this was not, the shit that went on there in that fucking house was not cool. And yeah, it was definitely some paranormal shit, and it wasn't just me. There was family and friends and other shit that saw the shit and understood the shit that was going on. So it's a long time ago when Jiggy was young, but I remember a lot of this shit vividly. Yes. So I know what that fucking area. This is never ever sat right with me. I don't know. No disrespect to the people who live there. It has nothing to do with the people. I've said this over and over again about the belief that certain areas where they've built, certain areas where they build purposely, they build it on negative energy, or sites where they know negative energy, and I don't know where that negative energy gets funneled or who the fuck gets off on that negative energy. But you know, it's funny that you can be in one neighborhood and feel some type of way, and then go to another neighborhood and all of a sudden you feel, you know, it's just like, oh, wow, this is cool, everything's clean, everything looks all nice and shit like that. I just think that there's a reason that shit is built the way it's built. And definitely most of that shit on the South Shore, and what with the history of the natives who were there and most of that land, if you go back and look at it and start pulling deeds and shit, you're going to find some shit. I think you can pretty much just throw a rock in front of you anywhere here and probably find some shit. Because we also go by records and our telling of history, and now especially what's on computers and databases and stuff, a lot of the stuff there's a lot of records that have been lost over time, a lot of inaccuracies. You know, you also have to trust man to transfer those fucking files into computers, and somebody transfers some shit more to their favor, or erase some shit, don't want you to know some shit. Who knows? Whoever control that shit can do that shit. That's how that shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I hope Willie, I haven't had a chance to check, but I hope Willie does get a chance to call in, though, just to get his perspective. Because it's great to have a perspective for somebody who, this is pretty much his second investigation, so he's also learning as he goes along. And it's cool to watch somebody kind of, you know, just kind of fall back and kind of just chill and kind of learn, get the lay of the land and kind of understand how this stuff works, too. Because it ain't easy. You know, all that trekking and stuff we had to do. And again, there's no maps. You can kind of look on Google Maps and get an area where to park and kind of where you can drive and stuff. But all the stuff off the beaten track, all these random trails. Because like met a UI and Wiz, like we went up that road, but then there was like this random trail. We just kind of went off and went up it, and we don't know where we're gonna go. You know, just exploring that shit. So you're spending more time walking. Like we had base camp and stuff where things were kind of set up, but we didn't spend a lot of time there. We were there to explore, you know, and try to get as much of the experience of being there as possible, and try to cover as much ground as we could and pick different spots and everything. So it lived up again to its reputation. I know people talk about the hype, whatever, but that's what I like about a lot of the stuff that you'll see and hear. You alright over there, man? Yeah. You just came back to reality?
I'm sorry.
Alright. You come back in your body. Or a lot of stuff you'll get to hear and see are just pretty much, you know, involved with cameras and the audio and stuff they caught this. It's not, there wasn't a whole lot for us, you know, any other tools. Again, we have all the tools, you know, people, you know, K2 meters, spirit box, just all these different things, laser grids. There were different things that we could use and everything, but the best stuff that was just the actual audio and visual that we captured ourselves, just seeing and knowing. When you have a group of people, and hopefully you'll get to see some of this stuff on film.
You're gonna go to Spotty Gates.
Oh, yes, that's what I said. I was telling you, probably know more.
I grew up right near there. I just go there all the time.
Yeah, that's the place I figured you were talking about.
Craziest thing that ever happened to me at Spotty Gates. We were there. It was a Friday the 13th. It was like a full moon. And we're inside of the cemetery. I mean, it's just a really old cemetery, and the gates, it's got fucking, looks like spiders on it. You know, people are like, there's 8 gates and you gotta go through, there's all these fucking crazy stories and stuff. It's none of that shit. There's no 8 gates, there's 1 gate. They might not even be there because people steal the gates all the time and then they find them and they put them back and shit. It's just a cemetery and there's a couple families that were buried in there and shit like that. But we were in the cemetery and we were smoking. It was like 13, 14. And then a group of people. It was foggy everywhere except for inside the cemetery.
Wow.
And there was a whole bunch of fucking crows. It was like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. A whole bunch of crows just outside of the cemetery and trees. Like looking in at the cemetery and shit. We just kept smoking weed and shit. You know, I mean, back then I wasn't like all investigating, but it was just like, that's pretty fucking... pretty weird. What the fuck's going on? I don't know. I'm fucking with the blunt.
That's funny.
But
I never know.
that's about the, you know, craziest thing I know about Spotty Gates and whatever happened to me at Spotty Gates. Well, then you know, a former friend of mine killed somebody and dumped the body there, but, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of huge. Like, out there.
Hey, you guys probably all saw it on the news and shit. Wasn't just Worcester news, it was on everybody's news. Cause a fucking school bus full of kids saw him fucking him and his mom dumping the body and shit.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't know about that place. I know you've talked a little bit about it. That's why I told you wait till you come back down. Because when I lived in Worcester, I had no idea. I was up there chilling up in them hills. It's when I first started really smoking weed, putting my brain back together and shit. I was there to heal. And then I came back who I am now. See, that's the thing, man. I don't know. It was all, I guess, the way I was raised. Like, you know, cemeteries were a certain thing. There was no reason to go through them. Although we used to cut through the cemetery and we used to drive stolen cars, though. That was the best cut through, because
oh my god,
you had to know the road. The road was really fucking curvy and shit. So especially when you got the fast cars and shit, you wanted to test them out. So you go through that cemetery up in Mattapan and shit, and cut through there to
we used to cut through cemeteries just walking and stuff.
Yeah, no, I never just cut through a cemetery and walked through it.
Easiest way to get to places sometimes. If you're walking all the way around the cemetery, I'm going right
Why
through
walk when you could just drive a stolen fucking IROC, a fucking Mustang, or whatever the fuck we stole, Grand National or some shit, like some crazy shit. You just drive them motherfuckers real fast. They cut right through them motherfuckers on American Legion Highway to Cummins Highway up in Mattapan. Yeah, I never had to walk through a cemetery.
Walking through a cemetery one time. Got to just outside of it and was in the woods and I tripped over a fucking femur. Bone right here.
Okay.
I don't know how I got there. I don't know.
Somebody probably dug it up from a fucking animal or something, because they used to cheap fucking old wood or some shit. Who knows?
But I was gonna make a pipe out of it, but then somebody else took it and I was like, what the fuck, man?
Oh man.
It's just gonna be my pipe, dude.
Femur pipe. Wow. Yeah, no. Only time I ever went to cemeteries until started investigating them, and we've done it. Went up in Maine and shit. I've been to I used to do cemetery Saturdays, so I used to go to cemeteries and take random pictures. But when I was a kid, yeah, the only thing I went there for, well, up until most of my adulthood.
I was a kid. I used to go to cemeteries all the time.
Yeah.
Most fucking quiet, fucking peaceful place there was.
They had
Want to get away from all the noise, everything? I just go fucking go to the cemetery.
I had my room. I could just go in there.
Go to the woods or go to a cemetery.
Yeah, I grew up in the city. There wasn't a lot of woods, so I would have had to go someplace outside the city. That's why I went to camp and everything. Had my woods experience. You know, just saying. I wasn't.
No, cemetery is a good place to smoke. Nobody fucks with you in the cemetery. Shit, nobody fucking questions what you're doing and shit. You sitting there fucking smoking a joint and stuff. They're like, oh, okay, I guess they're playing. You know, paying respects and whatever way they do and stuff. They don't go and call the cops like, hey, there's some people smoking some weed over here and shit. And they're like, oh yeah. No, I don't know whose headstone this is that I'm smoking the joint by, but that's cool. Nobody's ever called the cops on us when we've done it, so.
I don't think I've ever smoked weed in the cemetery. No.
You did have to run from cemetery security one night. That was fucking crazy time.
Cemetery security?
Well, it was them and fucking like the cops and stuff. It was like the people that work at the cemetery and stuff, because people were going through and they were kicking over headstones and stuff, or whatever. At the same, and at the same time, we walked through that cemetery and stuff every night to go from when we were from our house to get to down when we used to hang out. So we'd go through the cemetery and shit. And so they're trying to catch the people that were fucking knocking over the headstones though. So they thought it was us. So they all tried to fuck shit. So we just all scattered and shit. It was fucking crazy. It was fucking crazy.
Like
nobody got caught. I don't know how nobody got caught and shit. Everybody went over and we all ended up fucking, it was just before cell phones and shit, and we all ended up back pretty much the same fucking area and knew to fucking circle around and meet up over here and stuff. It was fucking pretty crazy, but like I was doing some, because they had a spotlight on this big huge fucking truck, and they're like sweeping over the area and trying to find, I'm fucking, because a couple of us were on bikes, the others were walking and shit, so I'm like riding a bike and shit. I got this fucking spotlight on my ass and was about to catch me. Fucking slide down like this on my bike, dude, right behind a fucking headstone and shit, dude. Fucking waiting there and shit. My cousin's over there, he's trying to fucking get behind a tree and shit. He's on the bike because because we're on bikes and shit. The people that scatter run on foot, they were easy for them. So we're on bikes, I can't just fucking throw my bike and shit. Actually, it was probably a stolen bike, but at the time, it was
oh my god!
I think it was probably a stolen bike, but I wanted the bike because I wanted to be able to ride the bike home afterwards and shit. So I stayed on the fucking bike and shit, and I just did some crazy maneuver and stuff to get away from these fucking cops and fucking just like cemetery security, because they were like the cemetery trucks and everything. They're just big. They were way bigger than the cop spotlights, dude. It wasn't no regular little fucking spotlights that them cops have. This was a big truck with a big ass spotlight. They wanted to catch these kids that were fucking knocking over the headstones and stuff. We didn't do any of that shit. We just walked through there and everything, We always respect the place and stuff. But we just happened to be on the night they fucking. We didn't even know. They were all like hiding out and shit. I don't know where they hid these big trucks, but all of a sudden fucking trucks and lights came from everywhere, and we're just like, fucking go! Back then we had weed on us and shit. We all didn't know what the fuck was going on and shit. We're like, fuck this, we ain't getting caught up in the middle of this.
Oh my god.
This ain't our party.
Crazy shit. Oh man, I fucking gotten away from the cops. I mean, cops fucking, thankfully they're fucking out of that spot. Otherwise, we would have been in jail a whole lot more. We've done a lot of running from cops. Again, it's usually like they would have thought that we were the ones kicking over the headstones and shit, and then we would have fucking, fucking had to deal with that whole mess and shit. I'm just way easier to fucking run.
Yeah, I don't get that shit. Like, even if you
I don't understand that either. People that go around kicking over headstones and stuff like that, I don't see what the fun of that is,
Someone's there, someone spent their money and their time on that shit. Like,
I don't see the whole point of people in the headstones and putting them in the ground and doing that stuff anyway.
Big business.
Exactly. It's big business and stuff, and now people have turned it into this whole thing and stuff.
They turn death into big business.
It is. It's just.
You have to be somber and sad and all this type of stuff.
That's how they keep getting money, because you got to keep paying money. Somebody's got to keep paying for this shit. It's not, it's fucking ridiculous.
Just make me into a tree.
Exactly.
They got those little things.
Burn me and put my ashes underneath the tree.
Yeah, that's all. Simple. Plant a whole lot of trees around me. I'm good. I spent a whole lot of money on a bunch of bullshit. How many motherfuckers have never been
burn me and use my ashes to grow some fucking weed? Smoke me? Whatever, Don't fucking put no fucking rock in the fucking ground. My fucking spacesuit. Bury my spacesuit with a rock there. That makes sense to me. A kid growing up, it's just I never, I went to funerals. I'm like, I don't get this. So like.
Sad music, sad everything.
All this stuff. I'm like,
expensive ass.
Grandpa was old. He lived a great life. Y'all should be happy, celebrating, because if he didn't live that fucking life, y'all wouldn't be here.
I was 114. He was too young.
Fucking paying somebody for a rock with fucking engraved it. You know how much a fucking headstone costs? They talk you into the nice expensive casket. For what? It's going in the ground. Nobody's going to see it.
And then put some shit. How often do you actually go and visit motherfuckers?
He's talking you into get them in like some Gucci suits and fucking shit. You got to bury him in the nicest clothes.
And you need the top of the line.
Is that so?
300
looks good when he comes back to haunt us for fucking. Like, see now, like my wife's grandfather, he would have come back haunting us and saying, "What the fuck you spend all that money for on this shit?
Idiots.
You fucking idiots!"
Get slapped in the back of your head every
They
now
saw a
and
sucker coming. Did I teach you any better than that shit? Like, what the fuck?
And who the fuck are all these random people at this funeral anyways?
How many people really go to the fucking cemetery and shit after fucking... Again, like you talk about it, like the cemetery when you investigated in Chelsea.
Chelsea,
all
yeah.
just overrun. I mean, those people, nobody's probably even alive or anywhere near those fucking... To come even to do it. This tradition of doing this is just... I can never understand. Like, what the fuck? I understand you wanted to remember somebody and stuff, you know, in a little shrine, a portable shrine, you can carry, you know, picture nowadays, something, but to come up with it, let's put the body in the ground with the stone and then...
Expensive ass casket. The casket 4,000.
Greatest story ever told, the way they tell it. That's the way it should be done. Makes way more sense that way. Now that I hear that, then I'm like, shit, no wonder why I'd have a fucking, like, I've never even wanted to be buried. I've always said that. And I don't want a fucking funeral. I don't want none of that shit. Throw a big-ass fucking party. Fucking have fun.
Yeah.
If I see any motherfucker crying, that's the motherfucker I'm on. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Y'all listen? You're supposed to be having fun.
It's a party. Get some scrippers, some champagne and shit, you know what I'm saying? Set
All
that
this
shit
shit I
off!
fucking did. All the fucking stuff that I said. Y'all want to remember me? There's fucking hours and hours of us on YouTube.
Exactly.
Well, look at a rock.
Would you like your casket to have Bluetooth on it? The fuck?
Oh my god, are you serious?
No, I'm just saying. I can imagine that's probably an option. Like this casket has a
nowadays,
Bluetooth.
yeah,
you can go and visit the grave.
I'm
and
pretty sure you can get a fucking headstone that has a fucking TV and they put a TV and it fucking plays a memorial fucking videos and shit now, dude. All the shit that they have now. And it's just business. It should be, okay, the only person that should be involved is the guy who burns the body. That's it. The body should be burned, and then the ashes again should be put underneath, buried next to a tree or underneath the tree so it can be gone, or near some place so the ashes in the tree, something can grow from it. And the spirit returns back, recycled in the solar generator and shit. Fucking rock in a fucking box. Put the body in a box, a nice box. Yeah, I know. You can get fucking gold trim on your caskets and shit.
Yeah.
And they're literally salespeople at your fucking loved one just died and there's somebody sitting there fucking trying to sell you something.
I know this is the
That's
hardest
their job.
time of your life, but
And they're real good at it, too.
Let me help you through this
And
this
people
process.
don't see that. They're like, oh, they're just
They're
trying to help us.
actors.
They're just trying to help us out. They're so nice down there at the funeral home. Those people, they're so great. They talked us into all this wonderful stuff. We didn't have to do a thing. We just had to write a check.
Yes.
In our
They're
time
gonna take
of
care of everything.
These hard times and shit.
We just have to go to Saks Fifth Avenue and get
These
the
hard times is
Gucci.
when you're supposed to fucking be your strongest and shit like that and fucking realize, what the fuck are you trying? Get the fuck out of here.
Limousines and shit.
Burn it. I'll take that thing right there because I'm just going to go and spread these ashes somewhere. And even the people that know they're going to spread the ashes, they get all this expensive urn they can carry it in before they go. These people talking, well, you want to make sure that the ashes are nice and safe and stuff. Really?
You know, the dollar store get you one of the containers and shit, them airtight containers with the little locks and shit. The dollar
a fucking
store.
Ziploc bag.
Whatever, man.
No, ashes are heavy. A body, you know, even the smaller body, the ashes, it's kind of heavy. So you want something that can, and you do want something that can hold it. You know, I mean, but a fucking like a golden urn, fucking inscribed the name. What are you gonna keep the urn after the ashes are gone? What am I gonna, you know? Oh, actually, good idea. I'll plant the fucking plant in this. I'll leave some of the ashes down there. I'll plant a fucking plant and keep it in my living room. That's a good fucking way to remember them. You know what I mean? Urn, put a little plant, keep it in your house. Fucking make sure you water it. So you're gonna pay attention to that. You're gonna forget about.
Don't kill the motherfucker again.
Exactly. You're gonna make sure you watering that. You're gonna pay your respects to that plant every day and shit. Keep it alive on your fucking mantle or on your fucking windowsill or whatever and shit. Again. I know a lot of people that have died in my life and stuff. Been to a lot of funerals and stuff. I know people that have spent the money on these headstones and stuff for my grandparents and stuff like that. I guarantee you, not one of my family members has been to any of their graves in 10 years. At least 10 years. Nobody's been there. Nobody goes there. Nobody does anything. But they wanted to pay all that money to do that and everything. But nobody ever goes there.
Pick out your plot now. And then you and your loved ones can all be in this one plot.
The place, they got to be buried next to each other. Got to have all this stuff. Nope. Burn me. Grow some shit with my ashes.
Make me a tree, whatever. You want to smoke them, ashes, smoke them,
I like
whatever.
that idea. Now, you know, some of the ideas that they got now is, you know, you can be a tree and everything like that and stuff. But I still wouldn't pay the money they want. I mean, my family is smart enough here. Give them the ashes. I've taught my wife, my kids. Everybody knows how to grow a plant. Add some ashes to it. We don't need a whole fucking $5,000 kit to turn me into a tree somewhere.
Nope. And you can have the special biodegradable you. We'll pack you in a nice small urn that you can ship off. Yeah, no, calm down. Always trying to figure out ways to make money.
It is. It's just fucking. They sit there. There's people that literally in the funeral. They have fucking meetings. The different funeral pilots get together and stuff. What are we gonna start doing now?
This year we need to order the special casket.
That's why it's the same thing. Like with every other business, it's they all get together in these fucking groups and they get together and they talk about that. That's why there's catalogs. Like you open any business and stuff, you can go to a catalog specifically to tailored for that business and you can get stuff. That's why you go to pizza shops, all these places. They all look the fucking same because they all ordered out of the same fucking catalog. Like none of these places offer anything different. It's all the same fucking pizza.
Their names are
they're ordering out of the
no
same
more.
from the same fucking distributor fucking catalog too. Oh, let me get this fucking dough. Let me get this cheese. Let me get this. It's all the fucking same. Everything's the same. And the same thing with the funeral home. They got a catalog. They're like, oh, we need this sign for out front. We need this stuff here for these signs for our urns and everything like that. And they have these meetings and they get together. Well, what's the new stuff? What's the latest stuff that we're going to do? There's literally fucking cons for fucking funeral people and shit. Funeral con and stuff. They get together with these fucking conventions for all these fucking funeral people and they talk about how the fuck can we get more money from these fucking people.
How many people did you rip off this year? And the top rip offer is...
It's a business, you know what I mean? And they got it fucking way easier than most other businesses trying to talk us into this shit because they get you at the fucking hottest fucking. They're like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, it's okay. It's what mom and dad would have wanted.
They want you to go broke.
So it's really for them to talk you into that shit at that point in time. So they're really low fucking class salesmen. That you got to be a real low fucking class fucking salesman to sit there and fucking try and talk somebody into all this fucking shit during that time and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes people knew that the person was going to die and stuff, whatever, expecting it. Oh, yep, okay. They were old, or they were sick, and but then you got a time when you're not unexpected. Somebody got hit by a terrible accident, something like that and shit. Wasn't expected. There's other people that knew it was coming. A little bit more time to plan. A lot of times they get, yeah, we're not going for that package.
We're good.
We're good on that one, but it's all that, and it doesn't happen that often, that way. Most of the time, it's people that's something real sudden, and then there wasn't a whole lot of planning. It was a little talk, but you gotta go to these people, and then it's real low. It's real low fucking class. You know what I mean? I'm sure those people might be good people, but again, anybody who's gonna do a job like that and sell you shit like that at that time. Or any fucking time, or anything like that, that somebody is selling and knowingly selling you something that's fucking bad for you, or something that's just for their greedy fucking purposes.
Fuckers.
Fuck them all.
Greedy fuckers.
Greedy fucking bastards, you know what I mean?
Fucking fuckers. Listen,
if they know what they're doing and stuff, and they know that
they know what they're doing, there's no way you're...
So they're not good people. They may seem like they're good people.
Alright, the only person I'll play devil's advocate is maybe someone who's like second generation or something like that, because they just kind of grew it. That's their family business. They don't kind of know any better.
They kind of, yeah, but But at some point, they're going to be like, well, wait a second, hold on, what the fuck am I doing here?
But no, I don't think all of them rip people off either. I think some of them, let people, because some people have these demands too.
I'm not saying every single one of them, but the majority of them and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Just in case you yourself happen to work in a funeral.
Not all fast food is McDonald's. There's a few out there that are okay. They're starting to come along with good, healthy options and shit. But they're not all out there like McDonald's trying to fucking, they don't give a fuck about you. McDonald's don't give a fuck about you.
Nope.
Not all these fucking chain restaurants, all these chain fucking stuff. They don't give a fuck.
That crazy ass clown hates you.
Buy fucking local.
Colonel Sanders, that motherfucker don't give a fuck about you.
Buy local.
That king over that burger shit.
Support your local farmers. Fruits and vegetables from them. Know where your food comes from and shit like that. Those people in these big chain stores and these big chain fucking funeral places and chain fucking oil chains and car places. It's all, they're just trying to take all your money from
all of it.
All of it. And they don't need it. They don't need it.
They don't even need that shit.
The local people, the local businesses,
They
the
need
local
it.
guy, they need it. Give it to the
Give it
local
to them.
people. Fuck them big businesses and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'll help some fucking rich dude buy another fucking boat that he don't need and another fucking house in a fucking place that he's never gonna fucking go
Another
to.
wife that he's gonna have to fucking give money to later.
More kids that he's gonna have to fucking pay for and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Paying for his bad habits. That ain't cool.
Yeah, don't support these people's bad habits.
Yeah.
Cut these motherfuckers off. If these people were your children, you'd say, fuck that. Your ass are grounded, you ain't getting no allowance. Alright, so think about that next time you're in the Walmarts, the Targets, and fucking McDonald's and shit. Whatever. Be like, wait a second, fuck you. You ain't getting shit for me.
Fuck them. Fuck them against all crazy going on.
I mean, I can't talk. I do still go to some of them things, but I do try and buy a lot of local stuff. Like when I shop online and stuff, I look.
Hey, I even bought stainless steel straws.
Because even when you're on Amazon and eBay and stuff and you're shopping on those things, you can find stuff that's locally fucking sold and stuff because the local people can actually go on there and sell their stuff locally and shit. So I try and get stuff that's sort of coming from local places when I'm on Amazon and shit like that. You can narrow your searches down to local fucking shit like that. People don't know that, you know what I mean? So I can still shop online and stuff like that. But it's cool now, but I don't like it. Because a lot of these big places are selling local fucking made stuff and local, because they're still getting a cut out of it, you know what I mean? But they're still bringing more stuff to the local guy, but they still get a piece of the action.
Just weed through it and do what you can when you can.
So go right to the, go to the farmers markets and shit like that, They're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. Even the smallest little fucking town, you got 50 people in it, shit, got a farmers market coming through once a week. That's one thing I like that system, the farmers market. You know what I mean? It's people access to fucking shit.
And be nice to cemeteries, even if you don't believe in it. You don't have to destroy them.
I mean, just go in the fucking,
But mind your business.
Exactly. I don't believe in all that, like having headstones and all. But you respect people and whatever they've been taught and what they think is.
And do your own thing. But be a tree.
Yeah, but cemeteries are real fucking peaceful places.
That's what I'm saying. I still don't. Yeah, I mean, I guess some can be haunted. I just don't understand why anybody, once they leave this thing, would want to go hang out at the cemetery. Like, what would be the purpose of hanging out there? If the body's there, maybe. I guess I don't know. Maybe they died there. That might make more sense. Like sometimes the
people are always afraid of cemetery. You know what's really odd? You ever noticed this? Schools and cemeteries are often built next to each other.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
You know why? Scare the fuck out of the kids. Do what you're supposed to do. You're gonna end up over there.
That's right, boy. You're gonna graduate from here right there.
The land's cheaper.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Look at that all over the place.
Yeah.
All over the place. They built schools right next to fucking cemeteries. This is where you gotta start. That's where you gotta end up.
Trying to scare you from birth.
Trying to teach you and get you into their fucking cycle. Fucking made up cycle of bullshit.
The bullshit. Don't believe the hype. Oh, folks, it's been an interesting 24 hours. Can't wait till you guys get to take a look at what we did, what we saw. Always buy your drugs local.
Exactly, yeah, do that too. Grow your own. Grow your own fruits and vegetables and plants and shit. And the ones you can't, buy local. The things that you need, buy it local. Look for that fucking local shit. You get everything. There's some small guy doing something everywhere.
Yeah.
Even if he's getting something from, it's something that he's getting from a bigger warehouse. It's a local guy, local store, it's a shop owner or whatever and stuff. You know, he's got to get it from somewhere. He's not making it himself or whatever. But help him out, because you're helping him out more than you're helping the guy that he got something that's going to make a little bit off. But you're going to help him out and stuff more than, you know, you're helping fucking the people in Walmart out, which you could go buy the same product for and shit. You know what I mean? But this guy, you're actually helping him out. You're going to help his daughter go to fucking ballet dancing, and his kid fucking play fucking this or that or whatever and shit, and the money, he's gonna put the money back into the community anyway and shit, you know. So it, like, what the fuck?
Do the right thing. And when you investigate, same thing. Be respectful of these areas. It was hard to see, like the cemetery in Chelsea, even the stuff we saw in these places, stuff, you know, just pick up after yourselves. You know, the fucking broken bottles and all that stuff. It's a hazard to anybody trying to enjoy this stuff.
What you carry in, you carry out.
Yeah.
That's it. Everywhere you go hiking in the woods, whether you're investigating, you just want to go out hiking in the woods, you got an empty water, you got to bring water bottles and stuff, and your drinks and stuff, just put them back in your backpack. Carry them back out with you, put it, you know what I mean? A plastic water bottle, you can crush it down real small, put it in your pocket and shit like that. Carry it out. Don't throw that shit on the ground and everything like that. Fuck it, even if you're people and you're going up into the woods and you fucking party, because this is one thing that I used to, and we wouldn't party with some of these people, we'd fucking get mad, but like, clean your fucking shit up here and stuff. Our parties were always clean when we threw fucking big bonfire keg parties in the woods and shit like that. We made sure people, we went in there and we respected the fucking place we were. I mean, we were trespassing and shit anyway, so you gotta be fucking nice and respectful. That's why people don't want you trespassing, because you go there and you leave fucking shit all over the place. Fucking cups and beer cans and fucking cigarette packs and whatever, and you graffiti all over the place and stuff, fucking stupid shit and everything like that. It's fucking, you know, respect the places that you're at. Go in and leave no trace that you were there when you fucking left. Then you'll be able to go back again. That's why all these places are closed at night and shit. Closes at dark. They fucking got gates and shit at them and shit. Like last night, it would have been way easier if we could have drove up to the parking lot that was down near the bottom of the trail and fucking going up the Profile Rock and shit. But they got a gate way down at the bottom of the road and shit. You gotta park on the side of the road. You gotta walk up there and stuff. Every time we needed to change batteries, you gotta walk back down and fucking do all this shit at the car. We could have been set up there, but because people go up there and they do this stupid shit when they're up there. I never, even when I was a kid, I never understood that, you know. I mean, I stole some stuff sometimes, but it was usually fucking from people that are like, he can buy another fucking bike. They don't need this car.
You did some bad stuff.
I did some bad shit and stuff, but I still respected a lot of shit. Like I was like the Robin Hood. Like, I would steal from the rich, you know what I mean? Because I was poor.
So we kept it, yeah. Just kept it. He was given to the poet himself.
Yeah, not me, but a lot of times I would steal bikes and shit. When I was done, I'd fucking give it to another kid that fucking needed a bike or some shit like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't just ditch it and throw it in the woods or whatever and shit. Like, here, you want this fucking bike? I don't need it anymore. I'll get another one.
It's somebody else who doesn't really need their bike.
You just always gotta be respectful of everything.
Be respectful. That's it. I know Blog Talk's about to end in a couple minutes.
We can roll up one more blunt.
Yeah, we'll do one last blunt.
Smoke this one. I'll go over and do something in a second too.
And then we'll be out.
So, always be respectful wherever you go and shit, you know?
As I say again, shout out to the Freetown police officers. They were really, really, I mean, we even got caught in the shift change.
Yeah, it was fucking funny. That one, I mean, one of them, the majority of them pretty cool. The one guy, he was alright because he didn't fuck with us.
Yeah, I mean, they were cool.
But he was just,
I think
it's just funny. I mean, it's just the way that he was. He's like, it's just weirdos. He's like, you could tell, like, he really didn't want to be over there at all. Like, that's like the vibe. Like, that's why, like, he was just like, you know.
Again, your job is not easy to break into the job.
They're like, I'm cool right here.
But they knew the stories, they knew the legend, they knew the lore.
Yeah, but the other one, he was talking a little bit more and stuff, and the guy was just like, no.
Hey, it ain't for everybody. It's not for everybody. I can understand what they're saying too. Like, you know, you're running around a place you don't really know.
I mean, being a officer of the law, that's one thing. I mean, the paranormal aspect of it, because they get all them calls and shit like that. You gotta have a real open mind when you're being an officer of law. You know.
Yeah.
You know. So.
But they were cool,
especially in an area of the Bridgewater Triangle that's been known for hundreds of years that this fucking shit goes on. They knew like all the stories and everything like that and everything. You know.
And shout out to my man, D. Maldo. He actually another friend of mine on the job who actually put a call into the wrong police department for us. So that was the thing too, because we try to. That's the thing, folks.
Yeah, because we're in an area where all these little towns and stuff converge in like this corner of the triangle and stuff. We're like, which one are we gonna be in?
Just be smart. I mean, it doesn't hurt to reach out, because they're gonna tell you too. Well, maybe don't go this place. That was the thing too. We actually asked them about the trail. He said, no, you don't want to go there because you're going to end up in residential. We didn't want to mess with, bother anybody with residential area. So that's why we moved to the more secluded area. And they actually gave us the area, like, go down to this particular area.
Yeah, always make a little phone call, because most of these places, they're going to say, yeah, just be safe, but whatever, be respectful.
They'll know your car's there. They'll, just ask you things. You're just better off. I mean, I know that the thrill and people think it's cool to run up in spots, but some of the stuff is extremely dangerous. They can tell you things, well, this isn't safe right now because of the weather, different things happen, or whatever. So it's just good to get a heads up.
If you can't give a heads up either, usually, though, they're going to, if you're investigating, you're going to have camera equipment and stuff, so they know that you're not going to be there doing whatever and stuff. So they're usually going to be cool with you at that point and everything like that. So even if you're not really, it's a good thing to always have like a camera and a tripod. A tripod's a good thing to carry with you anyway, because when you're going into places and shit like that, spider webs and shit, if you don't got a walking stick or whatever, you know what I mean? But usually, and because I watch a lot of videos with people investigating and going to abandoned places and stuff, and urban exploring and stuff, usually when the cops show up and stuff, once they see cameras and everything like that, and then they see that, okay, these people are just checking them out, all right, you're going to be cool. But if you can, put in a phone call to the local PD, because these places are known. The cops know these fucking places are there, too. It's not some fucking secret you saw on YouTube or fucking found on Google and shit, heard on fucking through a chat board or whatever. The cops know all about these abandoned places. Because there's the fucking assholes that go there and that they have to go and they deal with and shit. But it's the respectful people and stuff like that that you're not really gonna run into an issue with it usually and stuff. If you can't put in a phone call and stuff, once they see, okay, the camera equipment and everything, because you can also be like, yo, here, we got it all on footage, so we didn't do none of that shit up there that fucking other people did, so.
Yeah, see, we're respectful.
That's all you gotta be with everything. Just be respectful of everything. Be respectful.
Be good investigators. So people want you to come back. They're not gonna have a problem with you investigating, and you make it easier for the next person. The next guy that goes there, and they're not gonna be resistant because they don't understand what you're doing. But there's some dumb motherfucking investigators. They done burn down historic places and all kinds of stuff. It's just crazy shit. They caught some dude with a fucking arm to the fucking teeth a few weeks ago. It's like, what the fuck are you investigating, Predator? Like, why are you fucking armed? Like, you're fucking going to war. Like, were you expected to come across a fucking Predator or alien or some shit and have to kill it? Cut it so its acid doesn't get on you or some shit? Like, calm down, folks. Be respectful. That's all we're saying.
I don't carry any weapons or anything. I don't carry any tools.
Even the zombie thing, that's just for brush and everything.
Tool. I only carry in tools that I need, you know what I mean? I have a smaller knife on me, but it's just in case I need to use a knife. It's cutting something. Ain't fucking, oh shit, fucking stab this bear real quick or something. Oh, fucking Sasquatch or whatever.
That's why it's mace. Nope. Mace a bear.
I wouldn't, before even a mace the bear, I would fucking, you know what I mean? I'd be trying to get somewhere that I wouldn't have to do that or whatever. To hurt the ant, even, Like I was saying, joking around, hitting a fucking rabid raccoon or something coming at me with a walking stick. But that's what a walking stick is for and shit. It would be a last resort. I would be trying to back up away from this fucking rabid raccoon and shit. Be like, yo, really? Dude, chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? But if it comes down to it, I'm going to use my walking stick. Get the fuck out of here.
Just beat it. Woohoo.
So unfortunately, you really should kill rabid animals.
They're out of their minds. I saw Cujo. I saw what happened to Cujo. It wasn't pretty.
No, if it's a rabid animal and you do have some means of putting it down, you put the animal out of its misery. There's nothing they can do to it at that point.
It's just going crazy.
They can't save. There's nothing they can do, and all it's going to do is spread it to other animals out there. So if you are one of those people that do carry a gun or whatever or something, and you do run across, that's one thing I would say. Just put it out of its misery. But if you run across an animal and it's not fucking rabid and shit like that, and it's coming at you, use it as a last resort. There's a lot of times you can scare coyotes away. Again, I've come across coyotes with no weapons and stuff, and I'm still here.
He lived to tell about it. The coyote encounter. He once came across coyotes. They were there. It was
Two times
scary.
I've come across it. One time we were out walking the woods. One time it was right in my fucking backyard. I had to go get my dog. Basically once they notice that you're not afraid of them and shit, they kind of like, okay. And they know that, okay, well, yeah, this dog's not worth my dinner. We'll go somewhere else now and shit, you know what I mean? And I went out and they're all just right along in the tree line, right on the edge of my fucking property and shit. My dog right over the fucking right there, like, what the fuck? Get that fuck in the house.
Get your ass in the house.
I had to literally go over and fucking grab him, maybe 10, 15 feet away from the coyote right there. And I was watching because there was probably 5 of them. Right along the woods, edge of the woods.
I've only seen them in the car twice. One running next to me and then one running across fucking 6.
The other ones that we saw, they were in the woods. We were walking in the woods and stuff like that, and they were kind of walking. They stopped and they got into like, you know what I mean? And they're like, and they just kind of went away the other way.
Yeah, I've been in the car. I've been lucky. Even hiking all that stuff all those years, I've never really seen any rabbit animals.
Deer or anything.
I've seen deer on the highway.
I mean, a bear. Never seen a bear.
Oh, knock on wood.
I've ran into people when I'm out in the woods that they just seen bears. But deer, I see deer. Oh, deer all over the fucking. We just saw a deer last night when we were fucking leaving.
I saw a deer up at Rolling Hills. They were just fucking.
Everybody else saw it. I was like, you guys see the deer right there?
Nope. The window was tinted and was up. So I didn't get to see the deer.
Yeah.
The deer was there.
Deer everywhere.
Do another one we done.
No, we just be done.
Alright, folks. That's it.
I'm tired tonight.
It's over.
We out of here.
We gotta get some rest.
Peace and
Till next
love.
week. Tell a friend, be a friend. Look out for our guests next week. Have some information up soon. It's over. Peace and love. See you next week. Or maybe sometime in between. You never know.